long. Even when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along. And that's how time flies, like we're in a different timeline. Tell me that you're here with feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. It's fine line, and that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here with feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Yeah, we can make a mess inside this booth. You're taking me to places old and new. Sweetest song that our favorite song. And it feels like every time that it comes on, we just roll on till the day's done and the lights gone. And it won't take long. Even when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along. Yeah. And that's how time flies, like we're on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, down for anything. It's fine line, and that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, 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 yeah, we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for Hold on, I can feel it covering us over like a wave. Hold on, I can feel it covering us over like a wave. Hold on, I can feel it covering us over like a wave. Oh, hold on, I can feel it covering us over like a wave.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day, boys. Today we got more 5V5 1v1 DUELS over for the region of NA. And look at me, man. I just fixed the webcam. I don't have to go and adjust it. Although I think it's a lot darker than I had it before, but the green screen looks good. So that was sort of kind of, you know, there's this part right here. Maybe that's like one of those things where, hold on a second. Maybe I could just fix it with a little... I mean, when I get all shrunk into the bottom left corner of the screen, hopefully you guys won't see it. I am going to mess around with it. I think it might be one of those things where exposure, I might just have to turn that up by a hair. But yeah, it looks kind of, sort of, more or less what I think I had before it all got broken up after I got the new PC and all that. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one tonight. We got even more 5v5 1v1 DUELS on the way. Yesterday, we got to see a lot of our warrior boys team up with Kragar, storming into the 5v5 dueling arena. And they did really, really well. But they did meet their match with my man Johan on the huge buttman, Miko on the Shadow Priest, Riz Daddy on the Fire Bitch. So the casters are definitely not behind the melee, even for the Shadow Priest actually cranking some numbers. So I'm excited to see what the NA boys can do. I want to see my man Seamark in here. We'll see if he joins in. My man Night King, we didn't see a lot of Death representation yesterday whatsoever. Maybe even more rogue gameplay as well. How y'all doing though? Welcome back. Shane, my guy. You always hear in the chat every single time we go up, man. I do appreciate you, my guy. You're the unsung hero, but honestly, you put a smile on my face every time I see you here, my guy. How you doing? Hope you have a good one. Malachi, got a group? Okay, sounds good. Who else got a group going, or do I need to start one? Or do we already have two? Or do we already have two groups? Also, let me know if the audio is a little loud. Because I think I adjusted it, but it's still kind of loud in my ears. It's loud in my ears, but it may not be loud on stream, though. That might be one of the things. Alrighty. Let's see what we do tonight, man. I'm excited. I am excited. I want to see my man Night King play. I wonder if anybody's going to pop in on Unholy, because we've seen the Burrow from Elemental Shamans, which is awesome. We'll probably see that from Chicago if Chicago's appearing tonight. But I want to see if we see all that zombie playstyle as well over for the Unholy. Toronto, my guy, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the stream team, my guy. Thank you so much, Toronto. Feel free to spam the emotes in the chat as much as you want to. Being a member gets you access to exclusive Dalaran community emotes. But also, if you connect your YouTube account to Discord, in the connection, you go to Discord, you hit the cogwheel on the bottom left, and you go to connect area, and then you connect your YouTube account that you become a member with. Over with the Discord, you get a special role just for you, membership role over in Discord. Also, I think just about every one of my characters have gotten a vibrant shard and a random a vibrant shard and a random like piece of cloth. How did they end up like sending out a vibrant shard and a piece of cloth to literally every character, man? How does that happen? What the hell? How does that even happen? Oh god. Everybody dead? Is this scary out here? There's a lot of corpses. But there is people, so maybe there was like some random attack. But oh no, I feel pretty calm. I feel pretty safe hanging around my people over here, the Hordes. So this is gonna be low on health. I would be a little concerned for you. I would have your head on the swivel because there's a bunch of skeletons for a reason. Unless it was a bunch of aligned skeletons that retreated just now. But what are the chances they're trying to put themselves back together or something? You know what I mean? Yeah, boys. How are we doing on groups, by the way? How are we doing on the groups? Let me also do this real quick. Bam. Huge. Let's see. Raids Legacy. Wait, Malachi, where'd you put the group? Oh. Hey. Boris, my man, trying to put a group together. We got Boris. We'll see if I'm joining in. We got ourselves Malachi as well. Let's go, boys. If you guys want to join them, they're going to be over in the Raids Legacy section. Groups are listed. Boris as well as Malachi, trying to put a couple of them together. You guys are more looking to join either one of them. If you want to have an easier time finding those groups, go to Raids Legacy and then in the search sub number 5. in the search tab number 5, and you should be able to see either of the groups available, and you can join either one of them. That's really easy to get into any of these, man. All of you are welcome, boys. Everybody's welcome. So my knowledge is both fuzzy and limited. Hold on, I had DK on Discord ask me which class historically has been better, mage or warlock, but as far can remember, I think warlock has always been strong in one way or another. There we go. Try to see if I can help, but no way, Malachi just lost the guy. There's a chance, Malachi, that they bailed on you and they joined you, Boris and C-Mark, man. There's a chance they bailed on you. I hope they didn't, dude. I hope they didn't do dirty like that, man. Where's Airless, by the way? We gotta get Airless in here. Cloaky on the Dranai. Oh, you're Jacinta? I didn't realize you were Jacinta. Oh my goodness. Let me see if Cloaky wants to join it. Hey, Cloaky. Cloaky. After that arena, want to join us? Join us for 5V5 1v1 Duels? Yo, Sithram, how you doing, my guy? Welcome. Yo, can we get a hashtag Sithram? Yo, it's both me. Again, it's from Switzerland. How you go, my guy? It's both me. Oh wait, you followed on both accounts? Well, I appreciate it, my guy. Thank you so much. Until we have a second group. Sounds good, Malachi. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a couple of these boys. I'm gonna try to reach out to them, see what they say. Chrysler, yo, on Calvin, what is this? He got a second warlock. What is going on here? Chrysler on the second warlock. I haven't seen that warlock before. What is going on here? Who else can we get? Daylight. Let me see if Daylight wants to join. Hey, Daylight. We're hosting up some 5V5 1v1 Duels groups this evening, in case you wanted to join a few. By the way, speaking about PvP, boys, I'm Toronto too. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I really do appreciate you, my guy. I really do appreciate you. Definitely make sure to connect at least one of those accounts over in Discord, my guy. I would love to see you on there. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate it. I really do. What did DK say? That sounds fun. Hell yeah. So we got Malachi looking for a couple more boys in here. Malachi, what I can do is I can join your group, and I can maybe hopefully make it easier for some of these boys to join in. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Trying to help the other group form up. Then good to go. Hell yeah. Just your opinion of Warlock, it is. I was thinking the same for watch all the videos. Anytime, my guy. Yeah, DK was like, yo, Dal, which class is like the strongest for, yeah. Listed right now. I can let me do this. Let me delist the group right now, and I'll just list it in like Raids Legacy, because I know that it works for me when I do Raids Legacy. So I'll just do what I usually do. You got lead? Hell yeah. So we got a group listed, boys. If y'all want to join up, Raid Legacy section in the multi-core section. Just type in number 5 in the search. It'll be good to go. Hey, Dal. What's up, boys? What's up, my guy? Basic, hi, my man. Evening, Dal and friends. Hope everybody's doing well. Doing fantastic, my guy. Boris got a group of 5 men ready to go. I can get Cloak in here as well as joining on Jacinta. I'm trying to see if I can ask a couple more regular boys in here. I don't know if Airless is around. I don't think he is. Drac, I think I keep asking him every week if he wants to join in, and every time he's like, you know what, I'm just doing my thing. You know, you're good. You do you, Dal. I do me. You know what I mean? Isaiah, I think I asked him as well. Evokified? Do I ask for guildies, dude? I only had Billy join these before. Only Billy was like super confident in himself to even give it a try. Wait, what? Hopefully we actually, hopefully Team Z doesn't go actually healer. Working on drill all night. Oh yeah, all good, friend. All good if you wanna just grind out the druid. Yeah, all good, Daylight. If you wanna just work on that character, man, I totally get it. Kevin? Does Kevin wanna join us? Maybe? Hey, Kevin. Wanna join us for 5V5 1v1 Duels? See if Kevin wants to join in. Kargath, potentially? He's on Battlecut Mogu. Maybe after this one, yeah? Maybe ask him. Hey, Kargath, after wanna join us for 5v5 duels after that BG? See if one's joining, but the chance. I was in the stream, I'm there. Oh, okay. Hey. There we go, my guy. Yeah, feel free to spam and use the emotes as much as you want to. Literally, if you just want to spam out the whole time, it doesn't bother me at all. I do appreciate it. Oh my god. There we go. Molten? Yeah, I just do molten core. Just I feel like I just feel like it's easier. I don't know what it is. Sorry for knocking you earlier this week. Sure. wait. You mean in open world? Wait, was Kevin blasting me in open world? He said sorry for knocking you earlier this week. Was he the warrior from yesterday? Wait. Which one were you in open world? Last night? Hold on, because I did get knocked out of a mount by a guy on a Drake. I was trying to escape this warrior who speared me and it just did a ton of damage. It was like really just like, oh my god, this is gonna be a lot of damage. The other night in a rogue? Wait. Which one? on your warrior? Hala? Which one was it? Because I had a bunch of Torrents attacking me literally last night. And I had a warrior like focusing me down. Oh, my Ellie. Oh, okay. When I get knocked on the Ellie. I'm trying to remember when I got knocked on the Ellie, because I was taken out in like, oh, there was a one knock. Hold on, I think I do remember it. Ruas, right? Ruas or whatever on that island. I didn't get knocked way off the platform. I couldn't get back on there at all. Yo, let's see if we can get Kargath in here. Did Kargath join? Moon Knight? Do we have Moon Knight in here? Okay, so we need a couple extra boys in here. Yeah, so maybe we can get. Did we get Kevin? We got Kragma. Hold on, I'm just trying to double check here again. My BNet is all over the place. Did you get one of them? We got Kargath, no. Kevin Landers, no. It looks like Kargath is probably swapping over. So we'll need Onomas, I think, after this. Because we need like 2 more. Yeah, I was out there war PvP and missed a damn. Dude, yeah, you were doing some war PvP with Bajira, man. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to avoid that group entirely. You know what I mean? Because that guy slams, but he usually runs like a pre-made too, which I don't blame him at all, you know what I mean? He just wants to go out there and have some fun and play his class or whatever, right? It's not like warriors really do have that much healing. So, I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna avoid that one if I can. Earthfire? What's up, my guy? Yeah, I was doing some world PvP. I think it was last night. I was just trying to get the duck quest done, and then a bunch of dudes were attacking me, and then somebody invited me to a group, and we had us as a 5-man with 2 warlocks. I was still getting focused down pretty hard. It was super annoying, but I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to find a way to like, okay, maybe I go from cheat death into listeners or something, right? Maybe I gotta play a lot more defensively. And I was like, okay, as soon as I started using my feint and using my heal, basically on cooldown, and I'm playing a different build right now where I have like a lot more cooldown reduction for both of those abilities, or at least for feint. It started to feel a lot better. I did have like one healer healing me. It got a lot better once we had a monk and a rest druid. Then I felt literally indestructible. It was absolutely nuts. Alrighty, so we got everybody here. I think I'll make, what do I make lead? Shad Hunt? I guess I'll make Shad Hunt lead. Okay. Let me do this. Okay, other team is ready. Gonna queue us up in just a sec. Yeah, let me see if I can put you over here. Hand me lead? Yeah. Is the full name Malachi gonna work? They just gotta look a part of the name, maybe? Okay, so we'll try doing your name. I'll try to see if it works. Is that a match? And let me just try like one part of your name, right? It says I don't have a target, so that doesn't work. Okay, so Shad Hunt, right? Shad Hunt. Okay, Shad Hunt works. Shad Hunt works. What's up, Reynolds? How you doing, my guy? Mr. News so much as an A or an A. Today is an A. Oh, Worthless. How you doing, my guy? Welcome. Today is an A Friday, which would be yesterday, is EU. Did you end up slamming somebody? You getting somebody down. You got Husa. And you're just like, okay, I'm never died. Can you actually escape and come back again? Yeah, you're probably never gonna die, are you? Did you kill anybody else there? I see you killed the Rapture. I don't see any other bodies. They might have rezzed, right? Maybe there's a skeleton somewhere under there too. Oh no, Ascend. Oh, dude, Ascended Shamans are so much stronger than before now. Actually, they're so good. Don't go again. Don't queue again. When wall comes off, he's so paper. Don't get bear bombed. Don't get bear bombed. Yo, Worthos, I feel like you gotta go snag the guy again. Invite, I got kicked? Wait, what? Someone is an instance? Wait, what? Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. So why did Earth get uninvited? Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna accept that queue. I don't know what's going on. I stream on Twitch too. No, only on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch for a little bit, but as of recently, I started doing YouTube, and only really YouTube. So what's going on? Are we gonna be missing? Why is my name showing up here? In party 1. Hold on. Can I do a reload? No, I'm still showing up on party 1. Hopefully that'll disappear. Why am I showing up on the left-hand side, by the way? That's weird. Alright, so I think we're good to go, chat. It looked like Earthfire X got kicked out of the group. Somebody kicked him out of the group, I think, or he just got booted out or something. And it was like, wait, hold on, I need to get re-invited. But I guess he's still in the arena. I'm not sure. I need to figure it out after. But right now, we're just gonna get a game going. Switch. I don't know why my party is showing up on the left-hand side. I might have to go and fix it. But there it is right now. Stone onto Shadhunt. It's going to be an opener by Jarvis. Trying to see if he can blast him out. Mad damage out of the Paladino. Literally just walked in. And Shadhunt is absolutely getting obliterated. Turtle Shell will need some kind of action. Oh my god, right. Judgment in the dome. They didn't really touch Paladins at all, did they? So this is just a raw Paladin aesthetic over here. As Torvus just went in, slamming out of the park. Kragma walking in as a Feral Druid. The minute convoke, it's going to be a shield of Edits out of Torvus with that human racial, trying to make sure he can deny any kind of full burst out of Kragma. But it looks like the Feral Druid trying to see if he can go for a little bit of healing of his own into a quick war. It's going to be big bleeds onto Torvus though. Doesn't go for the bubble as he's starting to feel the pressure of all these downs. Kragma does not want to give up the trinket just yet. Barskin is all he used. Trying to go for a Cyclone. It's going to give him cat form. Does get himself a bit of that immunity to interrupt. Hold on a second, he actually got himself a big haze buff. Torvus is melting. Does he just go down? Oh my god! He's using the new PvP talent. I forgot what's it called. Wild Aspirations or Wild something. It's basically as a Feral Druid, when you use Cyclone, it immediately will shift you into cat form. And on your next finisher within 5 seconds, it's going to give you a free Feral Frenzy. It's actually kind of good. Getting interrupted, will not be able to get value off it. Trying to go for another Cyclone. We'll need to maybe go for an extra defense. It's going to be big zaps out of Ararak. Trying to see if he can go for a middle line side. Kragma could be in a lot of trouble. Definitely needs to go for as much self-healing as possible. He does have some survivability. Does he get to use it in time though? Lava Burst. It looks like Amarak does end up capitalizing on him. I think he was trying to see if he could bank up into that big Cyclone, maybe cheese him out. It looks like it didn't quite pan off the same way he wanted to. But it still worked out pretty well either way though. Amarok trying to see if he can wait out for Earthfire X as he got himself mounted on that ghostly Pterodax. Earthfire trying to see if he can close the gap. I think it's both Elemental Shamans, right? I think it actually is. I think it is. I do wonder if anyone playing the Burrow ability. Because Burrow, watching it last night over on EU, was fantastic. Earthfire does have the Earth Elemental walking next to him, but he's going to have it fade away. He's going to get his own Earth Elemental right now. Trying to get some dots onto Amarok. We're just trying to see if he can play it super safe right now. And it's going to be someone around the corner with the Root to Fall. It's going to be perfect for Earthfire to push in. It's going to be Ice Fury into Lava Burst, but trying to see if he can get it go. Amarok does go in for a big old knockback to follow Earth. Elemental does go in for the Sun. Earth Shock around the corner. Trying to go for the big Zapper. I think he's actually playing into, potentially, he's playing into the big Lightning Bolt build. Are you? the volcanic surge. Are you? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. If he never gets a instant cast lava burst, then he definitely does not have any. If he is playing for a non-instant cast lava burst that is definitely volcanic and it does a lot more damage, like Lasso, does he go in for a casted or instant casted lava burst to follow this? That's the question. I guess we'll find out. Light Lasso out of Amarok, as he does end up swapping out to the Storm Elemental versus the Fire Elemental. So Amarok is one playing with the Storm Melee, actually. That's interesting. Hold on a second. I'm still waiting for Earthfire X. I'm trying to see if he goes in for an instant cast lava burst or if he goes in for like a hard cast lava burst. Trying to see if he goes for a bit of a heal. Amarok lands himself a bit of an interrupt. Stormkeeper lightning bolts to follow. Trying to see if he can get him some maybe a better positional. Earthfire finally gets a root to Amarok. Does he go in for the big go? Does get him interrupted. Sun Tone to follow. Does go in for the big Earth Blast. Lava burst yet again. He is playing for the casted blast. Oh my god, he's actually doing so much damage with those. That's the volcanic build. Oh, it's so good. It does give you less instant cast capability as a shaman, but it amplifies the damage of your lava burst by like 45% and the damage of lightning bolt by 20%. And the procs of Flame Shock, instead of giving you instant cast lava burst, give you a way faster cast lightning bolt. Big damage out of Amarok though. Got himself lots of instant cast procs. Is the instant cast shaman versus the hard cast shaman. And Earthfire trying to go for more of the hard cast to get himself a bit more healing. Knocked back yet again. Amarok just knocking the guy around, not really letting him have a stable footing. Just trying to roam around like a beanbag all over the place into a full root by Earthfire. Does gotta make sure he got himself good line of sight. I think trying to see if he can maybe get a juke out versus Amarok. Trying to start off with the Ice Fury to see if he gets interrupted on it. Interrupted Amarok and his Ice Fury. Got him some big lightning bolts onto Earthfire Rex. That's going to be Lightning Elemental joining in. I'm actually very surprised he's playing Lightning Elemental. Like he's trying to go for a big Lightning Bolt build, but he's definitely not playing the instant cast playstyle himself. Interrupted by Earthfire. Yet another knock by Amarok. Trying to see if he can get around the bed yet again. Root to follow. It's going to be a big lava a big meteor fire falling down on the guy with a last trick in the last second. Oh, but he does go down either way though. That's such a weird playstyle. It is a non-instant cast shaman, which is something that's super unusual, but it does far more than you're going in for a capture. So he's trying to see if he can assert his shamanic dominance. Oh my goodness. Versus Diabolicals, he may be in a bit of trouble though, because it's going to be Reflective Diabolicals, Reflective Frostshocks back to Earthfire X. It is going to be a Succubus. You see, with a Succubus, he's going to have a much harder time trying to see if he can go for any kind of jukes. Big portals opening in. Earthfire needs to go for whatever healing he's got. Does he have any more defensive? He doesn't really have a lot except for a wall. Does get him some pretty fatty heals though. It's actually doing quite well for him. Into a counter-strike totem, but a big Infernal is not really going to feel that amazing at all though. He's going to have to either play defensive versus the Infernal. He is going to hit by a Succubus. It is broken by the Infernal at least. So Diabolicals definitely doesn't want to push in. Trying to go for Shadow Fury around the corner. Trying to see if he can port Earthfire Axe out of the open. Does port him out the open fire. Trying to go for a bit of Light Lasso. He ends up breaking it. Lava Burst to follow. Doesn't get a full Lava Burst. Now fire is going to end up eliminating the Shaman. That is super unfortunate. My goodness. Oh my goodness. So fun that build. Wait. Amarok, were you running the instant cast build or were you running the hard cast volcanic build? Because I thought you were running the instant cast build, but maybe I've gotten it wrong. Maybe that's where you ran that earlier fire. What is it? Lightning Elemental. Diabolic is getting charged in by Jacinta. And it looks like Jacinta is playing the new version of Bloodlust. Oh, Burrow. Try to see if you can go wrestle with that Burrow. Can they make a play here? Try to see if he can pop up right under Diabolicals. Doesn't quite catch him though. That is going to be slows constantly out of that Succubus as well. Hardcast Lightning Bolt build. Oh, okay. So you are as well. Okay. So both shamans were playing the hardcast build. No instant cast. Jacinta got a random proc of a sudden just absolutely decimated the Succubus. Did not give that thing a chance whatsoever. Diabolicals trying to see if he can play it out a little bit longer. Yeah, it looked like for a second you were casting like instant cast stuff, but I guess I got it wrong. Maybe it's just only Sky Fury. So both shamans were hard casted shamans. No insta. That's weird. Volcanic shamans. That's so unusual for me, man. Interrupted Diabolicals on that Kazbolt, but still a big portal hanging on him. Kazbolt cannot be interrupted. Why he got to reflect? That's gonna be Sunder on Jacinta. Needs to go for healing, but I think Diabolicals may just have him. Jacinta had no help whatsoever. Does have some wall. Goes through Raptors join in, trying to go for as much healing as possible, but Diabolicals got plenty of instant cast to be able to burn through the melee. Kevin Landis charging out as a Retribution Paladin stun around the corner of Diabolicals. Probably gonna have the Succubus CC right here. Wings available. No Succubus for a good second. The Succubus going for CC now. It does. Does Kevin burn a trick? He does choose to burn a trick. Big board for Diabolicals as he got himself plenty of range. Big hammer hanging over the man's head. but it looks like he survives it for the most part. And that's something also to note here. Destruction Warlock, there's a pretty big change that happened in patch 10.1, where globally crits are a lot less effective. Instead of doing 175% of what the damage, where normally in PvE it's like 200% what the damage when you crit with the abilities. In PvP they changed it for 10.1 to be 150%, so it basically crits at 25% baseline, less effective. Specs like Diabolicals, which is heavy about crits with the Soulfires and Chaos Bolts, which relies off of crit damage, actually gets a little bit of like a kickback on those Chaos Bolts damage and the damage of a handful of other abilities. And you can see the Destruction Warlock still got a bit of a kick to it. It's not lost a lot of its punchy playstyle. It's still got quite a bit of that burst to it. Became hanging over Diabolical's head, but it doesn't really get to max it out. It's given under a ton of pressure. Could be in a lot of danger. Might be a bubble situation. Yet another Chaos Bolt hits him. Succubus, you see, breaks out of it fairly quickly. Bubble comes out. Diabolical needs him some mobility in order to escape Kevin. Trying to go for a big board. Does Kevin go for self-healing? Trying to see if he can capitalize the damage of Diabolicals. Is going to have to veer around the other side of the arena. Still instant cast fire for Diabolical, stun by Kevin. This is going to be enough though. Trying to go for as much self-healing as he can as he's building up resources. Mordecai sent him in the other direction with portals join in. Does he have a defensive whatsoever? Oh, that cancel at the end does end up capitalizing and taking him out. As Diabolical's got himself a big hanging over their head. But I like the full attire. It looks really good with a tabard. I kind of been trying to see if I can make my whole set work too on my rogue. Diabolicals taking 3 down. Let's see if we can still got groups here, boys, yeah? If we still got groups, we'll queue back up again. If we need some help queuing them up, let me know. And I'll try to see if I can fix my UI stuff. Still full. Fantastic. I was early by mistake. We'll kind of tell work one. Oh, you're good. Boris is still full. Malachi, whisper me. Let me know if you're available, if you're ready or not. Oh, because you might need to wait. 5 out of 5. Okay, cool. So I guess we'll just go again. Let me see if I can do this real quick, because I need to fix these. For some reason, the party frames. Do I want to remove them? Hold on, rate frames. Layout 1 maybe? I want to make it so the party frames are basically invisible. Can I make them hidden? I kind of want to hide them. Because for some reason my party frame showed up on this character, and I don't really even know why. You know, it didn't happen yesterday, I don't think. Okay, another thing I could probably do. Oh wait, add-ons already off. Never mind. Okay, we'll try it again. Hopefully it doesn't do the same issue as it did last time, right? The whole party thing. Maybe that was just like a fluke. Match. Boris and Shadhound. 5. We did not grand, so those are blades. Normally like to good, no good, but we'll do this. How are the lobbies right now? Good for Hunter. How are the lobbies for 5V5 1v1 DUELS? We haven't seen a lot of Hunters yet. We did see some yesterday. Marksman Hunter was popping off. Marksmanship Hunter was definitely popping off yesterday for EU. Yeah, it's still doing this party 1 thing. Is it like, can I leave a party or something? No, I can't even leave party. Okay, so what I might have to do is I might have to make a special spectator mode thing and drag it off screen somewhere. Or just somehow remove it. So we'll fix it after this, yeah? Because I don't really know how I could, like... Could I edit mode and just remove them entirely? I can't even, like, hide them or anything. It just shows up anyway. Yeah. Okay, I'll need to see if I can fix it after this. I have no idea. I'll need to see if I can fix it afterwards. I don't really know how to fix it at the moment. I'll probably try to hide it somewhere, I guess. Maybe I'll move it like bottom left, bottom right, somewhere out of the way. Let me know if you get an open spot. Sure. I can do that. Yeah, look, it's like, it's here. I guess I could put a bottom right too, so it's kind of out of the way at least. Twitch. We got my man C-Ray joining over for the Team 1, ready to go on the Arcane Mage. I saw a tweet from you saying, yo, Arcane feeling pretty good right now. That's good to hear. We got Amarok over in Team 1. We got some Diabolicals, TMD Demoniac, as well as Torvus. And C-Mark trying to go for a bit of invis. Where's Shakitsa? Immediately open it up in the opener with full burst. Arcane Surge, big missiles from a distance. Well, touching the magic. Shakitsa could be in trouble. I think it's over. Oh, just a full touch of the Magi. Drilled the boy with a bunch of missiles. Absolutely decimated him little by little. Kevin Ladd is trying to see if he can maybe counter Seamark. It's going to be minute stun trinket out of Seamark with the Ring of Frost. Does Kevin go for a bubble? He's kind of lowish on health. If Seamark does the same burst combo here, it could be pretty deadly. Trying to see if he can throw out a bowling ball down. More missiles onto Kevin. Does get interrupted. Wait, it's over. I think it's done for. Knockback. Does he get a bubble off? He may need one. There goes the bubble. I don't know if Seamark was going to have 80 bursts available. That was the clutchest blink into an interrupt. That was so unbelievable. With missiles to follow, Kevin still is in a lot of trouble. Got himself touching the Magic, trying to see if he can blast out Seamark, looking for a bit of healing. Blind as he gets sent knocked back by the blast wave. And trying to see if he can get back over there. It is going to be touching the Magic, blasting through that shield of vengeance though. Kevin is still in a big trouble. Blasting protection is the only thing he's got to really keep him alive. Stun, playing it very defensively. Got himself flashlights. At least he can go for a bit of healing here and there. Missiles around the corner by Seamark. Kevin still may be in a ton of trouble. Barrages are not quite enough to crack through his defenses, especially as Kevin is on that full train of recovery. That is incredible. Present our own right frame. You should see high button. I'll look into it after that, Redalus. Yeah, right now I can't really see it. Yeah, yeah, after this, I'll try to mess around with it. How does that sound? Polymorph onto Kevin. And see if I try to see if he can find himself inside the better angle. Missiles to follow versus Kevin, blasting him out as the man got a big hammer hanging over his head. As Kevin kind of trying to see if he can hang back. Insurance by Seamark. I think it might be down for the count. Oh my goodness. Even had the all the time to make sure they'd be good to go. Earthfire as enhanced summon this time instead of elemental. Trying to see if he can maybe make a play as a melee versus its range caster. Ring of Frost onto Earthfire. Can either go around the ring or through it. It is going to be the Earth Elemental getting caught in a freeze as Earthfire trying to see if he can waddle towards Seamark. Slowly but surely he'll make his way over to him. Bit by bit, little by little. Try to see if he can maybe get some Ghost Raptors up and running. It's going to be Nova out for Seamark as he's kind of stuck in place. Polymorph does get smacked for a ton of damage, but he is able to get himself a juke with a quick poly into Earthfire. Could potentially just go for a bit of a reset. That is quite a bit of Maelstrom, I imagine, built up for Earthfire right now. I don't even know what he hit Seamark with. Was it maybe a Earth Blast? Seamark trying to see if he can make a play. Sunder for a second, trick us out of it. More missiles to follow. Earthfire still has a lot of damage. It's going to be ultrasound for Seamark. Does not get cleaned up off that. Did not get cleaned or purged off of that all the time. Doesn't sit block at all for long at all though. It does go in back towards Earthfire right after. I think he's trying to be maybe a lot more aggressive. He's trying to, I think, mostly maybe try to chip away at Earthfire. Wait, maybe a big blaster. What is this damage out of nowhere? Oh, what is this damage out of nowhere? I think he might have just ice blocked, broke out of it while he still had full cooldowns, and he was like, well, while I still get my Arcane Surge buff, I might as well just keep trucking. Maybe that's what he was trying to do the entire time. My goodness, Kragma gonna be up next as the Nova is up for Seamark, trying to make sure he's actually safe, surrounded by this frosty barrier. It is going to be the Pharaoh walking in to try to see if he can get aggressive. He kind of has to. Knock back by the mage does get us quite a bit of distance from Kragma as he's trying to see if he seek cover under the bridge. This is Seamark definitely wants to try to harass him as much as possible, find the angles, trying to let Kragma get himself a proper reset, especially as Seamark is feeling pretty good right now. Got himself plenty of damage that he can just kind of max out towards Kragma. He has maybe Arcane Blast that he can go for, try to see if he can find a better angle. Kragma trinketed, but I'm not really sure exactly what it trinketed. Touch of the Magic does end up building up quite a bit of damage, but not enough to take him down just yet. Aras, how you doing, my man? What do you say about 3 sound and rogue possible? Yeah, Thugleaf should be super strong, I imagine. Hopefully. It's a big hopefully. It's not like we really got to test 3 scomps much back in the back at PTR. Swinging around the corner, quick breath of the crack, but does get him interrupted. Big barrage blast to follow. Oh my goodness. Seamark definitely has got quite a bit of that arcane power. We're only 4 minutes into the duel. Shad Hunt charging in, sprinting at the guy. Full missiles to follow with that touch of magic. Second charge. Oh my. Well, there it is. If you weren't an arcane believer, I mean, I'm a believer after that one. What is going on there? He just went for a 1v5 clean sweep within minutes. What happened? I am impressed. I am absolutely impressed. My goodness, we gotta get us as another going then. Yo, let me know, Malachi, if the group is still around, by the way. Let me know if the group is still around or if they fell apart. We could always try to see if we can put them together. My god. That's my boy Seamark. He's like, alright, finally got to stretch my legs. Okay, let me see if I can find how many clips is that? Oh my god, dude. EU is so behind on clips. Boards is full. Malachi, let me know if you're full or if you guys looking for more. We could always get you guys a couple bodies, maybe. Maybe if some of the boys on your team want to swap out a couple of the other characters, if they want to, they're more than welcome to. But yeah, let me know. Let me know, friend. Oh. How do I move like party? Can I... Wait, what is that? Yeah, the preview. Party. Here we go. Normally it'd be like a hide button here, but it wasn't showing up because I'm not technically in a party when I do the queues. Last one. Do you need me to be invited, Malachi? Do you need to invite me? Can I like group alphabetical? Can I have it like go the other way around? Because I feel like party 1 is always going to be up here, right? Frames, right? Where can I put this? Because it's always going to have that party 1. I guess I can put it here, yeah? Top left. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I want to make a separate layout. Spectator layout. Make it character specific. Can I... Yeah. Can I do something with frames? Action bars, combat, interface. Probably interface, right? Names, nameplates, display. Oh, what? Why is it displaying like this? Oh, it shows me what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Interesting. RAID frames. Huh. Huh. RAID. Can I do RAID? Okay. Well, I need to maybe move it like... I don't know. Something like this, maybe? I just gotta move it out of the way if I can. I don't really know where I can move it that's like super out of the way. I guess like up here, maybe? We could try that. Not yet. 5. Wait, okay. Are we good? Are we all good then? No way. Yeah, we'll see what it do, C-Mark. I think maybe they're banking on like your tier set being like just a buff, but consistent damage outside of your cooldowns maybe. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, it's just still tuning is 100% final. What's up, Chicago? How you doing, fam? Hope you having a good one. Alrighty, do we have teams ready to go? It looks like Boris and Malachi are ready. So I guess we'll do Rook Hold, yeah? Chicago also got to go for me, by the way, if you guys want to join them. Chicago's got to go over in the raids legacy section. If you guys want to join it. Is it C or NA? It is NA today, yeah. So Friday streams are for EU, Saturday are for NA. You see where the party thing is at? Okay, so look, I don't have the button for hide, by the way, chat. It doesn't give me the button for hide, so I gotta move this somewhere where it'll be like out of the way, but like where? Because it puts my party 1 at the top. And I can't really like move this anywhere like that at all. I can't make it flip, right? I can't make it flip upside down or anything. So what do I do, man? I just put it here, maybe? Just out of the way. Put it up here, maybe? I feel like that's gonna be a super in the way, though. I feel like it's gonna... Maybe like up here? No, I guess it's kind of out of the way, right? It shouldn't... Like, once my uniform disappears, it shouldn't cover the shaman's uniform. This is new bug, by the way. This wasn't like that yesterday at all. Unless I just missed it. I need to go back. It's kind of coming... I need to figure out where to put it because it always puts my health bar at the top of that like party frame instead of like all over the place. And I don't really understand it. And I don't really like it. Maybe I should convert it to a raid at some point, yeah? Maybe that could help out. Alrighty, we'll just roll with this. Which? Bottom left, corner behind you perhaps? Maybe. I'll think about it. I'll try something, okay? I'll try something. Is it going to be Amarok first? No, it's not going to be Amarok. We got Amarok at team 1 with Diabolicals. Well, from what Diabolicals, as well as Teamwork in the back tournaments. And it looks like Demonic is going to be first up. It's a bit of a stealthy duel versus Gorilla as a Beastmaster Hunter, trying to figure out who's going first. He's thinking it's Torvis. Hold on, Torvis, you may want to back up. He's thinking it's you. He's looking at you. He's trying to go back and forth, trying to see if he can see movement out of Torvis. He's going to see you mounting. He's going to think it's you. You backed up? Gorilla's not sure either. He's just like back, forth, like waiting for you. Are you the one? Are you not the one? I'm thinking Gorilla's going to end up attacking you at some point. He is going to come out of stealth. This is Demonic going to go for the quick sap. Now at this point, the Hunter at least... That's a bold move, Cotton. I really do hope it pays off. Gonna be open, or is it trinket off the sap? No, Demonic. Oh my god, off the kidney shot, cheap shot, going for a Wizard's back-to-back secret technique, but it looks like Gorilla is at least gonna be able to dive in the turtle, actually getting quite a bit of that pet damage back towards Demoniac. He doesn't really have himself a good setup whatsoever. Shadow Step with a rupture, does have a death check with Demoniac. As long as he can get his pets to maybe ramp up, maybe he has a chance potentially here. Throwing away the trinket like that on the sap is not ideal. Definitely something you shouldn't do when it comes to PvP. Does get a Sun Demoniac, does not go for the freeze trap though. I think it's gonna be his downfall, trinketing the rogue sap. Never, ever, ever, ever do that. Never trinket rogue sap. Never. We got a lot of new people joining duels, and I am glad. I am glad to see fresh new bodies in here, man. But never trinket a rogue sap. That'd be a lesson you remember for the rest of your WoW career. Kidney shot on Demoniac as Kragma, as Demoniac goes in for full secret technique. Kragma with the roar, trying to go for Cyclone. Demoniac does get interrupted. He needs to go for the Cyclone, but if he cycles Demoniac, he's trying to do that cheesy thing where he cyclones and he gets himself like a big buff from Feral Druid, but I think it actually is going to prevent and shut down a lot of your bursts, actually, Kragma. Yeah, I don't know if you actually want to go for that Cyclone, but he's trying to see if he can maybe cheese him out. Trying to go for a Cyclone, getting interrupted, not in a fantastic spot, get a shot to follow, not in a great position, definitely needs to go for a heal. Oh, Demonic does end up taking him out from back-to-back stuns here and there. Earthfire X is going to be up next, got himself an Earth Elemental at the ready. It is going to be Totem around the corner, playing out that Elemental, looks like. This time I think he's aware that he's playing Ellie, but this time, are you playing the Volcanic Ellie though? Or you're playing the Lava Surge Ellie. Volcanic Ellie is a hard cast elemental, where all of your spells hit a lot harder, but you gotta be a hard casting every single thing. As a Lava Surge Ellie, you got instant cast, but it doesn't hit as hard. Burrow immediately, try to see if you can get a Demonic and proper go. Maybe go for a knockup with a stun. It's gonna be a knockup. Does an elemental go for a stun? Because that'd have been a pretty good time to do it. Sky Fury told him down. Cloak of Shadows by the Rogue really early on though. And Earthfire, all he can really do in this situation is go in for a bit of healing. Volcanic Surge is bugged? Is it? How bugged is it? Depends what you mean by bugged, sub dude. Depends what you mean by bugged though. Is it just not working? Bottom of the corner? Yeah, I'll try to see if I can figure it out for this chat. After this, if I want to drag like the unit frame right now, it's gonna kind of scub the rest of the UI. Trust me. I'll try to set it up next match. Yeah, I think I have a decent spot where I can put it. Gonna be an opener by the Rogue. Cheap shot again onto Earthfire. Does go for the secret technique. Trying to go for a bit of healing surge. Smoke bomb to follow as he got himself a Shadow Blaze. The Rogue wants to get back in there. Sun around the corner with a capacitor totem. Does not chain into a second one. Demonic does end up eliminating that totem to root him for a quick second. Trinket blind to follow. Looking for a reset. Does see himself a perfect go. He will not be able to go for the blind sap combo. He's not used to it whatsoever. The 5-second duration of blind does not give you enough time in order to go for a bit of a sap. That is unfortunate. Earthfire trying to see if he can catch up to him. Flame Shock, Frost Shock to follow. It looks like he is playing into the full Volcanic build at the moment. That's unfortunate. It's going to be a cheap shot onto Earthfire X. Does have himself big Earth Shock to follow. And that's going to be healing surge right after. Got himself lots and lots of healing. But Demonic, try to see if he can avoid him, is going to be able to take down Skyfire Totem. This is where Earthfire definitely needs to catch up to him as best possible. Got himself the Earthquake. Maybe it'll knock the Rogue down. It is doing quite a bit of damage though, as the Rogue does go in for advantage. Just so he find himself in a kind of in a corner, needed to go for a reset. The Shaman was not letting him out of his sight whatsoever. Sap right after him. And Demoniac trying to see if he can get himself maybe a proper go. Kidney shot to follow, knockback, but doesn't go nearly as far as he wanted to. Secret technique to follow, maybe potentially. Cheap shot does go for the secret technique. Light the lasso onto the Rogue, taking a bit of damage. Earthfire trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a recovery. Primordial setup, does get himself got himself a burrow, so maybe he can make work something off of the burrow. Maybe a knockback. Big lava burst to follow, got himself lots of damage. Oh, apparently he does have himself a big instant cast play style. Hold on a second. Maybe he is not playing the volcanic actually. Because if he got himself lots of instant cast lava bursts like that, I don't think you can do that with the volcanic build. Can you? Or am I wrong on that one? Looks like he's dropping down big meteor. Frost Shock to the demonic does knock him back. The rogue may be in a lot of trouble. Trying to see if he can escape it. That's a lot of damage. Earth Shock to follow. Does take him out. Frost Shock to follow. Does he have a lava burst? Smoke bomb. You gotta run in there. You gotta get into smoke bomb. Trying to see if he can catch up to the rogue. The rogue cannot escape this. He got himself a dot from a fire elemental as well as big ascendance from Earthfire. Looks like he's not playing the volcanic. He's playing the proper normal lava burst instant casting goodness. But does end up taking out a rogue with an Ascendance proc as well. Last around the corner, but it's going to be Succubus pulling the shaman back away from that pillar. Stunned to follow with that Shadow Fiend for Diabolicals. Open up all the gates while he has Earthfire X in the open. This is where the shaman is trying to see if he can cut himself a bit of cover behind the pillar, but does put himself out in the open. Definitely doesn't want to be out there. I think it was a port for Diabolicals they're trying to avoid, but the portals are just absolutely blasting him out, trying to go for a bit of healing himself. Doesn't get any recovery though into Succubus. CC is about to follow. There's nothing you can do. Unless you can someone survive it. Looks like he was able to survive it and trip Diabolicals on a fire damage. But Earthfire is still in a tight situation. Trying to go for a bit of healing. Frost Shock to Diabolicals, at least to slow him down a little bit. Is going to be a board, putting him out, not in a favorable position. Maybe he can go for a lasso. He definitely needs to go for healing away from Diabolicals. He needs to find a way to break away from the shaman or from the warlock if he can. But looks like Diabolicals does end up taking him down with that Shadow Fury. It is going to be possibly either Jacinta over in Team 2 up next, or potentially Shad Hunt. One of the two. It doesn't affect Lava Burst cast time, even though it says the Master procs do more damage than the original Lava Burst for some reason. Not sure if it works with Prime Wave, even though it says so. It should work with Prime Wave, but from what I understood, it just prevents ability from being instant cast whatsoever, right? Because it replaces Lava Surge and its effect. That's what I understood. Stone on Shadow taking a lot of damage. Mad output by Diabolicals though. As soon as Shadow goes in with a big old Basilisk, it does nothing. Turtle Shot to follow. The Basilisk doesn't play. The Basilisk technically should do 100% more damage, but that thing is so slow. Oh my goodness. It does a bit of damage. It's kind of doing stuff, but you really do need to find a way to tangle up the enemy next to the Basilisk and not let him go anywhere whatsoever. Shadow is just a one global away, one Succubus swing, and I think it's going to be done. Yeah, Succubus doesn't end up taking you out. That is super, super unfortunate. Jacinta, last one left, as a Handsome Shaman over for the Team 2 versus Diabolicals. Let's see how well he does in this one, yeah? Let's see how it goes. What's Chicago's label down? It's going to be 5V5 1V1 DUELS in Legacy Raid. So if you type in Legacy, go to Legacy Raid, type in number 5 in the search bar, and hit enter, you should be able to find Chicago's group pretty easily. Yeah, if it has a max level character, just type in number 5 in Legacy Raid, and you're good to go. Should be able to find it pretty easily. If you guys want to join Team Chicago, they got a team available as well. More than welcome to join them. So what's happened so far? Just Diabolicals toss out Jacinta into the portal, yeah? I delisted? Oh. Okay, never mind then. It's not up. Unforge. Are you just gonna be joining like one of the groups available then, Chicago? Probably. Gonna be an intro by Jacinta. Got himself a trick really early on. The reflect up for Diabolicals. Mordecai sent in. Jacinta does kind of get hit by Mordecai, but ends up walking in the same directions. Diabolicals got himself planting damage. Big output. Big burrow. Trying to see if we can deny Diabolicals any kind of damage. Let's see a port for this one. Oh, does get knocked up in the air for a second. Did have himself a shield in order to try to mitigate the damage. Into second as you see as he gets some Soulfire. Gets about to follow. Light the Lasso. Does go for Tricket. Interrupted him. Cancel though. Jacinta maybe could turn it around right now, but Diabolicals got access to fire damage either way though. Able to get himself quite a bit of blasting damage. Big Alien Blast does end up connecting the Shaman. Leaping right in. Shadow Fury around the corner for Diabolicals. Doesn't quite connect, but it does end up blasting out Jacinta. I don't even know how you end up blasting him. I guess it's a conflagration into a Shadow Fury? Is that what happened? That was a lot. Diabolicals walking out with 3 out of that one. Well done, well done. Alright boys, let's see if we get us another one going, yeah? Yo, Malachi, Boris, let me know if you guys are ready. Or if any of you guys have a group available as well, let me know. If any of you guys put a group together. And then we could like advertise to the listener chat. You guys can join them if you want to. Let me see. We gotta get this one saved. I'm trying to save the clips. Get ahead of the curve with this one because I usually end up getting bogged down by these very quickly. Malachi, let me know if you need more bodies or whatnot. Otherwise, let me know if you're good. Alright, so I gotta find a good spot to put this. New blind troll me. Dude, new blind is gonna be something to get used to. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so I can put the party thing, because it's always going to show up this top bar over here. It's going to show this top bar. And that's going to be super, super, I really wish you could like flip it, right? Because if I could flip it so the party goes like, when you look at a party, it goes from like bottom up, right? Then I could probably just throw in the corner over here with the rest of this UI, it wouldn't really matter. But it looks like I can't really like set it up that way. I could do frame width, I could do frame height, I could use the old party system, but it's gonna be like, you know, it takes up even more real estate, so I think use this is probably better. Horizontal. Oh, that could work. What if I did this, chat? That's super out of the way, right? Okay, I can work with that. That could go okay. My goodness, this guy's making a lot of it's like a flashbang of just purple. Oh my god. Literally, there's just a lot of spell effects all at once. Yeah, that's really noisy. Really, really noisy. I guess it's because it's like a big old Jarden. Okay, we'll do it like this. That'll work out. Forget it was only 5 sec. I got a good. Yeah, that blind is so weird, man. That's gonna be something to get used to. So, you know, no more instant cast, lava burst, damage increased by 45, lightning bolt by 25, lava surge procs are supposed to reduce the casting time for both. Is it actually? Because I think last minute they changed it so that, oh, it's supposed to be only lightning bolts, right? Elemental. I can't see the new PvP town because it doesn't have one selected. Otherwise, I would have been able to read it. I thought they changed it so it's only lightning damage that gets reduction in cast time, but not lava, because lava gets a way bigger like buff for damage. Where lightning is only 25%, lava is like 45%, but lava is like a way harder cast, way longer cast time. Try to keep the noise off my skin voice as best as I can. My god. Yeah, did you look it up again? Maybe you could look up on Wowhead or something. Because maybe you're right. Hold on. I just want to know. I just want to double check. Malika, let me know if you're ready. 3 out of 5. Okay. Do you need my help to join in, or you think you're good? Volcanic Surge. So let me put it up in chat so you guys can see it. Volcanic Surge increases the damage of lightning bolt and chain lightning by 25%, and the damage of lava burst by 45%. Lava Surge has an additional 100% chance to trigger, but it replaces Lava Surge, Volcanic Surge, and instead reducing the cast time of lightning bolt and chain lightning by 25%, stacking it 2 times. So the tooltip doesn't even say anything about lava burst. Yeah, that's how it works with them. I'm gonna do so. Okay. Oh no. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so it doesn't actually say anything about lava burst. Could do 100k with a 120k overload. It's nuts. Yeah, I think it's basically they're trying to make it like super hard cast, Chaos Bolt-esque. You know what I mean? We got the legendary shaman. Okay, sounds good, Malachi. Let me know when you are ready, my guy, or if you need my help inviting more people, because I could join in and see if I could check out my bean out or something. Yeah. Bandu. I'm gonna take. Okay, cool. Swap it to the rogue. So I guess you guys got Chicago, yeah? Where are you guys listed at, by the way? I'm gonna get this over here. Okay, so we got Chicago, Dalaran, Kargath. Is Night King around? Is my boy around? Is the homie here? Maybe? Hold on, let me look for Night King. No! Where is he? But I think it's going to be better so far in DF. I've not played over a year. Monk, Demon Hunter, or Enhancement Shaman. I think Enhancement Shaman has gotten a lot better since last time you played. I don't even know when time you played last Shaman. If you played since the BFA, it's gotten better. Legion has gotten better. Hell, I think last time Shaman was like kind of Giga, was like Mop. But ever since those days, it's been like kind of like, yeah, it's decent. It's not terrible. But like, it's really good right now, I'd say. Enhanced has got a lot better. Demon Hunter is decent. It used to be super tanky. It still got quite a bit of a punch, but it's not as tanky right now, I'd say. At least the DPS to even Hunter. Monks. Monks are not bad. Like in PvP, they're pretty decent. They're just very much a squishy. They're very reliant on being able to rotate defensive cooldowns. Cool, Malachi, as soon as you delist it, I'll be able to queue you guys up. Okay, okay, other group is ready. Queue in 2 seconds. I'll queue you guys up in a bit here. Oh, thank goodness that man shrunk to size. Yeah, Malachi, you gotta delist your group in LFG, otherwise I won't be able to queue you guys. As soon as you delist, I'll be good to go. But yeah, after those classes that I played in over a year, I'd say like all these classes have gotten improved since like a year ago, because a year was like SL. I'd say one of the better ones right now that's gotten better is Enhancement Shaman. Demon Hunter is still decent, and Monk I'd say is pretty decent, but the one that got the most growth is Enhancement Shaman. That being said, like to say which one is going to be top tier or best of slot, that's hard to call, you know. Depends what kind of content you're into. I'd say I'd give all these classes a try because all of them are pretty good, but if you just want one that's like a good, probably going to be better, probably going to be decent, I'd say Demon Hunter is looking really good. They're generally decent in Mythic Pluses, they have a lot of play, and a lot of castles are going to be strong in this season, so Demon Hunter is going to be a must. The control kit you have as Demon Hunter is fantastic as well. Okay, let me whisper in real quick. Gotta delist the group from LFG or I can't queue you guys up. Here we go. Sorry about for making a wait. I'd say monks can be good, but like Windwalker isn't like the dominant Mythic Plus pumper, and it's kind of decent in raids, but like for certain fights. In PvP it's pretty good, but so is Demon Hunter. Enhancement Shaman is the one that's really gotten a lot better. It's really good in raids, really good in dungeons, but it's only recently got a lot of success. And it's pretty good in PvP, but it still has good squishiness about it. It's basically a glass cannon. So it's hard to tell like which one of these is going to be best at the end of the day. You know, it's also down to tuning.
Target something first.
Wait, what? Doesn't work out? Let's see. Okay. Spectator match. Oh, you changed your rogue. That's what happened. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could type in your hunter name, but you changed it. Okay, so now it's gonna be Dali. Okay, Dali and Boris. 5. I think I was gonna do Dalaran Sewers. Here we go. I was on a mini shaman, but Monk was better. Not always. At least not over the last few expansions. Monk hasn't always been a better choice. It all depends on the situation. It depends on the content you're trying to get into. I'd say Shaman is in a much better spot than it was for a good bit. So it's really up to you at the end of the day. I think you should play the class you enjoy the most because all of them are pretty decent. None of them really like stand out as like the worst of the worst of the worst or anything like that. But yeah, I think it's down to just personal preference at this point, honestly. Yeah. The buff volcanic surge when you get it from flame shock procs says reduce the cast of lightning bolt and lava burst. Oh, so the proc itself says it. Okay, so in tooltip for the PvP talent subdued, it doesn't say it, and I think at some point they did have it as part of the honor PvP talent, but then they decided to go in the other direction. They had the lightning bolt and chain lightning reduced, but they decided to take lava burst out of the equation, but buff it to 45% damage instead of 25. So that might be like a remnant of like an old tooltip that they had that was there, but should be kind of sort of ignored at this point because it's like it's just a remnant of what it was on PTR. They've got it to function probably how they wanted to function, but they haven't been able to take out all the parts. Also, by the way, you see bottom right, my party window, it looks so much better than being kind of sore thumb sticking out of random left field. Which I like that. I gotta take a look at the EU footage, see if that did it for the EU, but it might just be an A thing here. Jorvis over for the team too, immediately got himself the interrupt with the dispel build with those judgments. So for Chicago, they actually might be able to get quite a bit of value with that flame shock actually. Every time you're gonna have the flame shock dispelled, at least the paladin is gonna take full damage and knock himself up in the air, which is gonna kind of limit some of the mobility. So for Chicago, having the knockup protection might not be a bad idea, actually. Got himself the Raptors join in, Fire Raptors with this Frosty Raptor, knock him to the Torvis. Every time he judgments, he can't even control the dispel aspect. You're just gonna be knocked up in the air, limiting his mobility, taking a lot of damage up front for dispelling the flame shocks. It's actually like anti-paladin punishment mechanic, actually. What do you think about it? Chicago trying to see if he can maybe get by him. It's going to be a flame shock again, knocking him up in the air. Time the man judgments. Hodge on Chicago does have a knockback for the Paladin. He's trying to see if he can maybe play it super safe. Doesn't rush out as Chicago immediately. But Torvus, is he have cooldowns available? Did he use wings at some point at all? Or is he down on the count for now? It's going to be Raptor Joy and then Trick 4. Torvus, as he uses that human race to break out of the sun, trying to see if he can somehow get away from Chicago. It's going to be Static Totem, trying to see if he can boop around all place. Does he have the totem movement ability? Because the grips with those totems are actually super fun. No hand of freedom available for this root totem though. Does get himself a wall really early though. Got himself a head of freedom as well. Burrow by Chicago is going to be able to pop back up on Torvus. Do they have a big combo of damage afterwards? Try to see if he can maybe combine something off of that. Knock back onto the Hodge. Torvus got himself plenty of defense right now. Could potentially be a blessing and protection situation for him at some point in the future. Big zaps on Chicago. Takes a lot of damage. Are they going to be in trouble or are they okay? Does have a wall for this one. Laying hands for Torvus is going to be using that big Paladin defensive in order to see if he can recover a little bit of pressure from Chicago. But looks like Chicago does end up lava lashing him down, taking him out of the game. With Amarok gonna be up next as Elemental Shaman. I think still playing up to that Volcanic Surge playstyle, huh? I guess we'll find out if the lightning bolts and lava bursts are hitting for super hard. It could go in for a big damage. It's gonna be Ice Sphere. Light Lasso out of Chicago. Does go for the trick a little bit late. It's gonna go for a knockback. Chicago trying to see if he can plan it, trying to see if they can maybe get a trick out of the guy and then knock him as soon as they go for a lasso of their own. That is so well done. Being able to try kind of play around the enemy target and try to see if you can like maybe try to get their interrupts out. Ooh, that grip used to interrupt their gas, interrupt them with a lava burst. Trying to go for a Stormkeeper. Does he have some big gun? Chicago taking quite a bit of damage though, but it's going to be knocked back for a second. Grounding showed him down for a moment. It looks like it is going to be root for a second on Chicago as Amarok looking for the recovery. Having an enhancement charm with such a short cooldown of that interrupt, it's going to make it so much harder for Amarok to really get himself a lot of recovery. Does have himself plenty of defenses to work with. There goes the Guardian Spirit. Maybe he can make some damage happen. Lightning Bolts on Chicago do quite a bit of damage. Got himself the Earth Shock to follow. Maybe a Frost Shock. This is going to be Lightning Lasso out of Chicago as they go in for a Static Totem. I think it was actually Amarok's Static Totem that time around. Massive Zap available for Chicago. Lightning Lasso for Amarok, trying to see if he can buy himself a little bit of time. Chicago has a Lightning Bolt ready for the guy and should do a ton of damage as long as it can line it up properly. And I think just trying to maintain as much metal as possible in order to maximize the value of the damage. Lava Burst, knockback, leaping back in, trying to see if he can break that root immediately. Frost Shock for Amarok, but Chicago got him trapped up. Gonna grip him out. Yup, in a good spot. Big lightning bolts on Amarok though. Does he have some maybe a big lava burst to follow? Trying to go for a knockback on Chicago. Doesn't quite work out. Chicago made some interrupt, so it's gonna be perfect juke for Amarok. Earth Shock to follow. Into a Frost Shock to root him. It's gonna be able to sprint out of that Frost Shock, and it's gonna go for a Frost Shock of their own, slamming him down. That is a rough one. I feel like Amarok actually, when he killed Cass, was able to do quite a bit of damage. He just needed himself a clean lava burst. More lava burst, I think, would have done the trick. Chicago going for the last one to Seavark. Is going to be a grounded totem for a last second. That's how touch the magic onto Chicago. Was that all the time? It is all the time. Trying to see if he can use the ult time to interrupt Chicago. Burrow down for a second. Chicago trying to see if he can spike back up onto Seavark. Does end up knocking him up in the air. And is going to go for that instant invisibility with that improved invis though. 60% damage reduction. Trying to see if he can fade away from Chicago for just a second. Was able to reduce the damage of Burrow by quite a bit. Random bloodlust out of Seavark. Juking out Chicago. Potentially big damage for the mage. Chicago trying to see if they can counter offensive here. Looking for a bit of a heal. It's going to be a grip totem, but it doesn't get to maximize the value. I think it was just Seavark blasting him out at the very end. Maybe Chicago ran out of mana. Trying to go for a bit of damage of their own, actually. Get a shot onto Seavark. Trying to see if he can walk away from the rogue. Cloak shot is to follow. Full death mark onto Seavark. May decide to go for an ice buck here. That is going to be a lot of dots. If they can maybe like mitigate the amount of damage those dots are doing by keeping the rogue at bay, they might actually be okay. Vanish available for Dali is running through an Arcane Orb. Images are available for Seavark, able to reduce a lot of damage is taken from Dali with every single strike. And it's going to be able to know him for a second. That's why the rogue has nothing left right now. He has a blind. Maybe he can use smoke bomb. Big blast under Dali. Unless he can go for a blind right now. Seavark is way too far away. Big missiles to follow. Dali might just be going down. Barrage by that. Oh, doesn't even go for the barrage. Just to touch his magic with those missiles back to back. With Beastman trying to see if he can find a good angle versus Seavark. Throwing down the Arcane Orb. Blinks available. It's going to be Shadow Step. Immediate breath by Seavark. Probably most likely going to be trick out of the rogue. Does force a trinket. Seavark was able to predict it pretty easily. Interrupted, but it's going to be juked out completely. The Beastman could take a lot of damage right now. Looks like Seavark is just going to play defensive. Not going to take that precognition. and try to push into Beastman. Instead, he's gonna take it super steady and just go for a bit of food, sitting down, trying to go for a bit of recovery. Sap by Beastman is gonna end up walking to the freezing trap. I think trying to put that thing on DR to make it much more difficult for Sivak to go for back-to-back polys. Blind really early on though, so maybe just trying to go for full stuns. Blink available for Beastman. Trying to maybe go for an interrupt onto Sivak. Does he get to quick ignition him? No. Does not get to go for a kick just yet. Does get knocked back. Is that another shadow step available potentially? Sivak maybe actually had to be very careful. Gonna be mad damage to the Beastman. Does that go for advantage? Nova to follow. Maybe touch the magic still connects. No. Smoke bomb. But it does give Sivak a bit of an idea where Beastman is at. Is going to be able to at least put him out in the open. That touches the magic does not really get much value. Gouge does not go for an intro, but that gouge does at least prevent Sivak from moving in for a second. All the time does put him back in a different position versus Beastman. Does he have a shadow step? Because if the rogue does not have a shadow step, he has a cloak. He has a vanish. Just going for the vanish. But he definitely does need to find a way to close the gap with Sivak whenever possible. Barely hanging in on the teetering around the edge of that ring. Oh, frozen ring. Cloak of Shadows to follow as Sivak got some lots of damage. If Sivak can just live this for a little bit, Cloak of Shadows is going to wear off as he still has full burst damage right now. My god. Oh my goodness. Barrage. It is going to be a touch of death. Or cheat death rather. Oh my goodness. Touch of death. I'm going to say touch of the magic, but touch of death I guess we'll do it too, right? Karga's up next, full burst on the Sivak, Death Shock him, but looks like it's going to be a quick size block for the mage. Try to see if it go for a bit of a resetty. My goodness. Oh man, Sivak does get hit with a Scatterstone for a second into a blink into the freezing trap. Unfortunate, taking quite a lot of damage from a Beastmaster Hunter. It is going to be all the time to at least let him reset for a second. Poly onto Karga does go for the Nova on some of these pets. Oh, that crab means business. Look at that big knife that thing is carrying. My goodness. I was trying to link what to throw him, but he was on the edge of the pillar, so it was no option to drag him anywhere. Oh, okay, that's what you were trying to do. Okay, I see, yeah. Not the best for one round, but threes is a blast. For sure. Big damage on the car, got touch of the Magi. I see him just absolutely barrage the missiles back to back. Does have his pets fully beefed up. Is gonna almost establish a full Ring of Frost, but not quite. It's gonna be arcade missiles to follow right after. Wait, is there a random succubus just hanging out here as well? Is that a friendly succubus or... I think it is. Barrage? Does Chivak get it? Oh! My guy just survived like no health. Turtle shell to the perfect time. That missiles was brutal. Wait a second, one of your pets... Oh, one of your pets got hit by the arcade orb. That is unfortunate. That's... Oh! I didn't even see the barrage connect. I don't even know if Sivak really targeted the pet. I think that barrage cleaved off of the pet onto the hunter. I could be wrong, but it looked like that's what happened. It's going to be a bit of that AoE with shifting power for Sivak as he goes in for a knock onto Karagma. Trying to see if he can maybe freeze him down in place. Yeah, he does get to freeze him in place with full burst available for the Arcane Mage. Potentially a big opportunity. Karagma definitely needs to play super defensive. It's going to be full go by this Arcane Mage. My goodness. Is that 1v5? It is. Also healed a lot. I don't know how you heal as an Arcane Mage, but there it is. All right. Well, Arcane Mage got a lot of power behind them, don't they? I think now's the time to maybe get your mages up and running, boys. Get some honor gear for those guys. I look really good. That is also to say, fire mages and frost mages also do quite a bit of damage. All specs got buffed all across the board. So, like, if you're like, man, Arcane Mage is busted. Like, even if you were to nerf Arcane, there's still have frost and fire. I don't know if that's gonna change anything, you know what I mean? You're wrong on that one. Really trying to fill a third group. That sounds good. So we got a third group available right now. If you guys want to join it, Cloaky got a group up and running. I think in the there we go. If you guys go Raids Legacy and tap in number 5, if you guys are not in any of the groups that are currently available right now. Oh wait, no. Wait. What is your group at? Hold on. Malachi got a group? You have a group too? Oh, Cloaky got a group if you guys want to join them. As Gorilla. Hell yeah. Get them all can join in. See Mark is on this patch? I mean, he's got to be joining Chrysler, yeah? How you liking Warlock, by the way? Look at General. What'd you post there? First character. Wait, what? First character? The character's first Razor bow. You got a normal bow? Let's go. That's huge. Hell yeah. Grats. Is it? I guess. I guess it's pretty good like right now, but I imagine you end up replacing that bow pretty quickly once you get yourself like a real weapon. Wait, hold on. Didn't you get a... Yeah, you got a... I guess you got it for a Mog? Jake, is that bow even good compared to your 415 weapon? Because I think your 415 weapon is actually a lot better than it, but grats either way. It looks like you got 3 items for the normal run. You got the gloves, you got the tier, and you got the bow. Grats! What is all this loot? This guy's just yoinking it for everybody, man. Demon should be banned for some weeks. Demonology? I don't think we've had Demonology so far, but we'll see. Although, Boris is like, yo, we should probably ban Demon too, huh? Sivak swapping character full. Okay, cool. Malika got 3 and Cloaky got 3 as well. So if you guys want to join either one of them, Cloaky tried to put a group together, they need 2 more. Malika tried to put a group together, they also need 2 more. 1.4 with a 10 atom of decrease. Really? Wow. Is that on single target? Because I'm wondering like in Mythic Plus is like an AoE. I wonder if that like goes the other direction. Probably, right? That's insane though. 1.4 with a 10 ammo decrease is a lot of damage. That's a lot. That's a little much. Well, QVO-Series. I'll cook some for AoE. Yeah, because I was pretty sure for a good bit that the bow is like good, but you are gonna end up replacing it. But I guess not on raids. Okay, so that's something I think I've got confused then. Because my guilders were like, oh, bow is like, it's good, yeah, but like you're gonna replace it. I was like, oh, okay. In my mind, I was like, oh, okay, like first bow from the new raid, you're probably gonna like, a 347 bow, you're probably gonna like use that, or 340 bow, you're gonna replace Razzie bow pretty quickly. But maybe not. Maybe I got it like a little twisted. Maybe like a 424 bow ends up being like biz for the entire raid. But I guess I shouldn't be even that surprised, because rogues, for example, are going to be running the Onyx Unlit as their best in slot, which is kind of weird. It's not as good as compared to like some of the higher item level rings. And then we also got, what is it? And then the Aeronog ring. That's going to be our best in slot for like the entire raid tier, which is unfortunate. But that's just how it be, you know? That's just how it be, man. Aeronog. At least I got myself a mythic Aeronog ring, so could be worse, right? Could be much, much worse. Alrighty, how we doing, Malika? How we doing, Cloaky? Cloaky and Malika, you guys might have to put the groups together, man. You might have to put the groups together, because we got 2 available. If you guys want to find the groups, check out Raids Legacy and then top number 5. If you guys want to join us tonight, we got groups at the ready. I want to see if Airless is around. Is Airless Casper? Or am I wrong on that one? Because he's probably grinding out the bloody tokens, isn't he? Is Airless Casper or is that someone else? I don't remember. I'm really bad with names. Lux. The elevator group. Does Reverence want to join us? Oh, are you guys like, you guys drop down to 2 people and then I gotta go? Okay, okay. You are for joining. Okay, so we got Malachi with the group then. Yo, anybody that was in Team Cloaky, if you guys want to join Malachi, they are also in Raids Legacy. They were looking for 2 more spots. And they're still looking for 2 more spots. You guys are more than welcome to join them if you guys wanna. That or Malachi, what I could do is I could just take over. Because for me, for some reason, your group is listed in the Sepulchre. But, wait, do you have the Sims? Wait, is that an AoE sim? Did you like Dungeon Slice? Huh. What's up, Cesar? How you my guy? Hope you having a good one, man. What the? That bow? Maybe it's because Beast Mastery, right? Because you sim into Beast Mastery. What about Tri-Sim and Marksman versus BM? That's the only thing I would like recommend, maybe. Because I imagine... Oh, that's just so weird, because they... Is it the secondary stats in that bow? Like, are those like best in slot or something? Is that what's happening? Maybe? Huh. Oh, that's your ST, that's your AoE. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, it's kind of nutty. Okay, you guys just watched it out to older. Okay. Yeah. 4 out of 5. We're looking for a one of my boys. If you guys want to join us over for the Team NA for the 5-5. Oh, got 5 out of 5 apparently. Who joined you guys last? I'm still waiting for my man Nike to just randomly pop in this evening. Just randomly pop up. As soon as you guys are delisted, then I can queue you up. Other team is ready. You up in just a sec. Wait, did you crush anybody just now, Worthless? Did you get anybody? Oh, looks like you got somebody. There's a skeleton there. Looks like there's a body too. I think. No, not my dad. Oh my god. Oh no. They got the boy. No. Not the boy. How do you have so much HP? These guys are wondering, dude. They got you wondering. I feel like the older guy needs to get bear bombed again. Alright, let's see if I can get you guys in. I don't know if Malachite delisted or not. I guess we'll do what, Lordaeron? Yeah, let's do Lordaeron. Let's see if that one works out. There's only one weird thing about Primordial Surge, so I'm losing my mind trying to explain it here. There's a more weird thing about Primordial, but I'm losing my mind trying to explain it. Really? Is it just like really complicated? Like the interaction between like the ability and the PvP talent, you mean? Going on PC setup? Oh yeah? How you liking the move? Still full honor gear for my druid. Oh really? Okay, okay. Yeah. I guess it's just the Heart of Azeroth though does give you a lot more health to work with, doesn't it? But yeah. Alrighty boys, let's get ourselves another. Wait, do we have 5 mana on team 1? Hopefully we got everybody. Hopefully we got all of the boys. Did I save this one? I don't remember if I did. We're gonna run it live, dude. We're gonna see how it goes. Alright. Switch. Hopefully we got a team 5 man over on team 1. They're missing a guy right now, it looks like. But team 2 is all good to go. Amarok on that enhanced elemental with Seabark back at the boomkin actually. I think might be first up, yeah? It is a first. Chandler's in her aura. You got us a Torvus on that team. Demoniac as well as Diabolicals in the back over on team 1. We got us as Dalaran. We got us as Gorilla, Crackman, and Chicago. And Chicago, I guess, is just going to have to play as a one-man army versus Seabark. We're just going to try to see if we can go for big blasters in the opener. Dot up on Chicago. It's going to be grounded on really early on. And Chicago's going to have to track quite a bit of distance right there. They want to catch up to Seabark. Trying to see if they can use the cover of the tombstone, the limited cover in the ruins of Lordaeron, in order to try to hopefully close the gap with the druid. This is going to be a totem, root totem around the corner immediately. Seabark trying to use the mobility as well, power shifted to break it as soon as possible. Chicago get hit with her war stomp into a cyclone to follow. Seabark got himself at least a bit of a setup, trying to go for a bit of damage onto Chicago, at least building up some resources, trying to see if he can get some dots in, but it's going to be immediate. Chicago using the ground totem in order to deny the dots. It's going to be Seabark getting locked into the cage with a dance jump, but trying to see if he can blast him out. Big start surges back to back, got a lot of resources like the last one for Chicago, but he's trying to play it very, very defensive. Does have the random face spurs join in, attacking the Shaman. The Shaman is going to use the burrow in order to try to escape. Seabark trying to see if he can get himself a better angle. Again, just trying to keep the pressure on Chicago as much as possible. Spawning in a bunch of face birds too, which are adding in a bit extra damage towards Chicago. And I think I'm actually making Seabark a little bit stronger with the arcane and the nature damage. Pair Fairy. If the buff lasts like 30 seconds, that's actually quite a bit of damage then, huh? Bash by the Shaman, by the Druid. It's going to be immediate chicken by the Shaman though. Leaping right in into a quick thunder onto Seabark. Got himself a chicken out of that one immediately. Barefoot to follow. May just have to go for a little bit of survivability as Chicago tried to go for a little bit of longevity here as well. Not doing all that good on health though. How they doing on cooldowns? Welcome back up very soon. So at least we'll have a defensive for this one. Seabark has himself Heart of the Wild as the only big defenses to really maybe help himself mitigate. Bear form with Friends of Regen does get himself the emergency healing. It's going to be Static Totem kind of keeping Seabark trapped up. He can't really go anywhere, but he's really trying to see if he can stay in bear form. Go for that Heart of the Wild. Go for as much self-healing as possible. Silence onto Chicago with a quick cycle to follow. Just trying to see if he can catch up very quickly. Got himself a lot of that hybrid capability while Heart of the Wild is active, so he should be okay. It looks like maybe Incarnation's back up and available. I don't think it is. It might be the same thing as a Paladin Wings. Like, it looks like it's constantly available, but it's not there. But that is Incarnation, though. That is actually a full syzygy setup. This is going to be Chicago with a wall. Thorns up for Seabark. Trying to see if he can purge him. But Chicago is mostly playing it very, very defensive as they're surrounded by the phase spirits randomly attacking him from every corner. As well as Seabark just blasting him out with Star Sword. His mad lightning blast onto Seabark. But looks like he's going to be able to make a full recovery off of that one. Got him some Regrows to follow. As Chicago charges in, bashed by Seabark. Is trying to keep the dots rolling as best as possible, utilizing the druid mobility in order to stay ahead of Chicago as best as possible. This is going to be a static totem, trying to see if he can go for a knockback, eliminate totem very, very quickly. Seabark is building himself up a little bit of resources here little by little, so maybe can make someone work off of this one. Slow down in Chicago. Root with a silence to follow is going to go for the bird to try to see if he can escape and try to see if he can catch up to Seabark. Is going to pop back up, leaping in. Seabark got himself thorns. No Incarnation for a good bit though, but he got himself a lots of resources available. Does get juked out though, at least goes in for a proper juke. I think it was a ground totem by Chicago to avoid that cyclone. And Seabark is under actually quite a bit of pressure, trying to go for as much recovery as possible, using the mobility. Knockback in Chicago. Root Totem is going to be able to incapacitate him for just a second, but able to break out of it with power shifting and switches forms from that Boomkin into that travel form, stag form. Chicago closes that gap, but just storm strikes back to back on the Seabark with a lasso, warps up cyclone, trinket, sunder into potentially big zapper damage. Maybe does have a lightning bolt set up and is going to be able to storm strike him down from a distance. My goodness, the back and forth between these two is absolutely fantastic. Finally cannot play from the couch, but back feels better. That's awesome. Happy for you, my guy. That's a lot of stupid factors, really. Okay, yeah, I feel ya. I'd like to have a chat with you about it sometime, sub dude, and try the playstyle myself as well. It could be a lot of bursts, couldn't it? You probably could go for like a big one-shot playstyle with it, couldn't ya? By a full set of 422 graphic gear, all mastery? Might as well, yeah. Honestly, you could do it now, couldn't ya? Full mastery for that bear. You literally could get it crafted at this point. Gonna be a portal by Diabolical, trying to see if he can shift Chicago over to the side. It's gonna be portals dropping in, but the portals are all going into the grounded totem. That is actually so much value. So many of these chaos bolt things just streamed right into the totem, and it's not like they can like turn around and just stream right back into Chicago. They're already set for that totem. At least half of them just went in, and so it's actually absolutely fantastic for Chicago as they go for a bit of Guardian Spirit, and it's going to be a fresh new pet, fresh Succubus summoned back up. Succubus CC with a Shadow Fury, Shadow Bird, Soul Burn right after. Chaos Bolt to follow, potentially could be bad for Chicago. He definitely needs to go for an interrupt if at all possible. If you're in Chicago, it does get trembled into, or grounded rather, into a Chaos Bolt and Incinerate grounded as well. That grounded totem is working overtime for the Shaman right now as they're trying to find himself a bit of cover. Succubus trying to get interrupted, actually kind of wants to at least get a juke interrupt out from Chicago. Big Chaos Bolt and Incinerate right after. It is going to put a lot of pressure on the Shaman with a second here to follow. Potentially the bad spot. Burrow does give himself at least a little bit of cover on the ground as they try to find a bit of a position, looking for a bit of healing. Doesn't have anything whatsoever. It looks like Chicago has a walk on back up sometime soonish. It's going to be a full blaster by Diabolicals. Does go in for a juke. As soon as you get juked out though, you become immune to CC, immune to interrupt, you get bonus faster haste. So you're just in a fantastic, fantastic spot for the time being. Gorilla is going to be up next, got himself full camo, slowly skulking over towards the Diabolicals. Trying to see if he can get himself a proper go versus the Destruction Warlock. This is going to be portals opening up immediately into Succubus CC. Gorilla taking a lot of damage, got himself a shadowy, what is it, shadowy? Death Chakram, sometimes it could miscall it Shadow Chakram, into a Mortal Coil into Gorilla. I think it might be over actually. Gorilla, Turtle Shell, last bastion of defense for this man right now. Dropping down Freezing Trap, maybe the Succubus chasing after him, maybe. I think we get frozen down. Definitely might want to cut out the succubus back towards freezer trap before double because I'm so full proper go. We just instant cast from all those birds, banked up an incinerator too, with conflagrations, with that shadow burn, all the damage collapsing together, all at once in a game. With an opener by Crack, but got himself full convoke, full damage on Diabolicus. The succubus can be prevented. Main right after could go for that. Is he playing that cyclone build? He could cycle the succubus actually. Big damage on the Diabolicus, blood up fully. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage in the opener by the Feral Druid. Absolutely rampage just passed. Just rampaging past the Destruction Warlock. That was incredible. What's up, call ahead, my guys? Sorry, it's freezing. The Wi-Fi just reset. All good, my guy. All good. You're good, my man. Hopefully, we'll be able to get back in here in a bit. Yeah. Give it a second. I'm sure we'll be able to come back here in a moment or two. But Kragma is going to be up next. Trying to see if we can find some better angle. Get wrecked, I am. What the hell, reverence? What do you mean get wrecked, I am? You're enjoying these, man. You're enjoying it. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Playing tech is better, more proper ergonomics has helped. Hell yeah. Shadow Priest, Owl, Sub-Rogue, Druid, or Mistweaver. All of them are good, man. I think a Shadow Priest is a lot safer of a choice right now, heading forward into the 10-1, like seasonal stuff. Rogue may be good. Depends on how I tier set Sims. They just got the tier set working on SimC, and they're trying to find like ways to optimize for it. But now is like gonna be a lot of theory crafting. But the tier set does seem pretty decent overall though for rogues. But yeah, that was a hobby. I feel you, dude. I love that I'm here. Wait, oh, I think the mage is gone fully. Yeah, Freezer is just completely gone. So it's down to Demonic. He's just scoping out the eyeball, man. He's just focusing on the eye. But Kragma is also scoping up the eye, actually. He's gonna try to see if he can mount up. I think he was hoping that maybe Demonic was a good distance away where he could mount up, pick up the eye, and then maybe find him. It's gonna be a sap that's gonna slow him down. Oh, he's got the slow. Oh, that is such a weird PvP talent. The what is it, Mirage? Where you distract to slow him down. Now you have a look at a little image chasing after the man. You can board to it. It's weird. Cyclone on the Demoniac does go in for an intro crack, but does have a wall. Wants to go for big go. Wards up on the Demoniac. It's going to be a Shadow Blades for the Rogue. I think he's just going to take him out here with a quick gouge. It's going to be leaped by the Druid. But there's only so much you can really do. Dally opening up with a Garrote. Immediate trickle off the blind. Can shot Demoniac, but it's going to be fully DR'd. Probably wants to go for a full death mark, but I think he actually missed it. I think it was just literally evasion into the death mark. That is super unfortunate. Dots himself cold blood, wants to go for damage, has dots rolling on him. So for Demonic, if it's quick enough, he should be able to find him. There's going to be Cloak of Shadows for Dally. He's going to hit him out in the open with that Phantom Knights. Getting shot by Dally, perfect material for maybe have a go, but it's going to be tricking out Demoniac. We're second to think Dally tricking that early. I think it's going to end up paying off. Big time for Demoniac, not paying off for Dally whatsoever. That is super, super unfortunate with Demoniac as well as Diabolicus taking 2 down in a row. Well done, well done. Let's get this is another one going here, boys. Yeah, no mas, no mas, no mas. RNG hates me. Wait a second. RNG hates me. Hates about Priest. I got 2 cloaks. No. Well, hopefully once season begins, right? Hopefully the season 2 gear and the season 2 vault gives you a little bit more. A little bit more for your Priest. But Priests are looking really, really good right now. Like damage-wise, maybe not for PvP, but definitely for PvE content. They're looking up right now. Because it's like the only viable DPS spec for Priest. It looks like they got a little bit of a different theology in terms of how they treat it. Like, for example, for Red Paladins, they were like, well, for Paladins, that's like the only DPS option for them. So they want to make sure it's solid. And they're probably looking at Priest, you know, and they want to keep the same thought process behind it, right? It's the only DPS option for them. They want it to be solid. Windwalker Monk, they probably want it to be solid. Demon Hunter, they probably want it to be solid. Evoker, they want that to be solid. But then you have like triple DPS specs like Fire Mage, well, Mage I guess in general, not really Fire, but Fire Arcane Frost Mage, Sub Outlaw Sass Rogue, Affy Duster Demo Warlock, right? Those are, or maybe like Fury, Arms Warrior, Frost Unholy DK, Enhanced Elemental Shaman, Feral Boomkin Druids, you know what I mean? The ones that have a couple different options are probably like, okay, well, maybe like one of them really, really good in some situations, another good in another situation. Maybe it'll be decent, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. It all depends how to look at it. We do have the group listed with Malachi, I think listed in the... Oh, maybe not listed anywhere. Do you need my help inviting Malachi, or are you good? Or you can set up a group yourself. Let me know, my man. Let me know, because I can help if help is needed. But, oh. Is there an alliance out here? Just... It looked like it was an alliance. Or was it like... Maybe it wasn't an alliance. Maybe it was one of these guys dueling each other. I just saw a random rapid fire from around the corner. That was weird. Alrighty though. Alright. NA. That's what I need. NA. Gotta make sure I save that one. Dude, NA is so far ahead of EU in duels. Ever since I got the new PC. I've been marking them and basically retitling them all the way down from 1. I usually call them like DF, EU, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just number them upwards like that. And I do the same thing for NA. And NA is in the 40s. NA's been in the 40s for a good bit too, apparently. Or at least high 30s, pretty close to 40s. EU just got to 30s. EU's behind, man, so I'm glad they got quite a few games last night. So my arcade is going to season 2 sim to 80k. That's pretty good. That's where a good portion of characters are going to be like 80 to 90k at the highest, maybe 100k in certain key situations, key scenarios. But it's a pretty good start. Full, if there's a best player from an A versus best player for you, who do you think would win in your duels? I guess it depends on the matchup, depends on the class. Best player NA and best player EU is also very, very charged. Like best warrior, I can maybe do that, right? Best EU warrior versus best NA warrior. Best EU rogue versus best NA rogue. Best EU mage versus best NA mage. And in that case, best EU mage versus best NA mage, it probably would be like someone like Wiz Daddy with a Bliv and Seawork or something like that. Warlock, EU, easily Chrysler. Maybe like versus Diabolicals as a Destro. Demonology, it's a little different though. I probably would do like Wild Imp versus Yasha Shot Love. You know what I mean? Like if we were to go specs. Warlocks, Taxi, easily Taxi, although Miko's really good too. But Taxi is one of the best I've ever seen. And for NA, it'll be a little, I don't even know who. On NA, it'll be somebody who plays Affy a lot, but do we have an Affy god on NA? Probably is one, but I just can't think of one. If Destro would be me, you think so? You think it would be better than Dia? Okay. That maybe I could probably, what we could probably do is Reverence was Diabolical's duel 3 times in a row or 5 times in a row. Best out of 3 wins, right? Best out of 5 wins. Oh, what the? Oh, there's a hunter out here. Why me? Why me? Ow. Am I gonna die? I think I'm dead. Hold on, I need to kill a boar real quick. Ah! It crit! No way! It crit! Oh, that was mean. Literally just steel trapped me. What is going on? I can't even get mad at that. I'm back to my spot. I'm good now. Duels here, they're the best in the world time. You think so? Zarya clearly the best NA mage. I'm talking about mages in terms of like the duel within our 5V5 1v1 community. You know what I mean, Duelies? I'm talking about those guys, man, out of the 5V5 1v1 community. Although, yeah, I do wonder like how well Zarya would do, because it's one thing to play arenas, right? 2s, 3s, solos, whatever, or rated battlegrounds, but like in a proper 1v1 duel setting, I think it's a whole another environment. And what I would say is a lot of the dudes that do like there's a lot of players out there that are not great in like, okay, I'm just getting blown up again, huh? There's a lot of dudes out there that are like amazing in 2s and 3s, but may not be amazing in like a perfect 1v1 scenario. Because it's just a whole nother different ball game, you know what I mean? And it's not like a dig at any of those other players whatsoever. Not at all, not one bit. It's just like, it's just a different environment, you know? And I think it's always been a thing for like ever. Sense of Walker. On NA, I'd say so, yeah. Yeah, I'd probably say so. Is there a better Windwalker on NA? I could try to talk to Czar if you'd be down to 1v1 teamwork. I mean, if you'd be down to like do. I mean, I guess if he wants to 1v1 teamwork, that's fine. mean, I guess he's part of the guild scum, so you just leave him his name. You've seen one versus 1v1 montages? I have seen 1v1 montages, yeah. I have seen them. But a 1v1 scenario is a very, very different one than like 1v whatever. Oh wow, he just killed everybody, huh? Cool. I got a clip earlier when we fight all of us 1v7. Yo. Team to play versus solo way diff. Yeah, team play versus solo is way, way different. Way different. Is he gone? I'll try to see what happens if I stand like in the middle of everybody. Maybe this camera shots guy is gonna have a harder time. I feel like as long as he stands up here, he's always gonna have an angle on me. So let's see what happens when I stand like in the middle of everybody. Oh hey. Got knocked out. Oh my goodness. Oh, you poor, poor butterfly, you. You poor butterfly, you. Oh, did Kim Shot just get rooted? Did he not have ability to run away? Poor buddy, poor boy. I'll take that. I didn't kill him, but I looked at him. Looks that can kill, boys. That's all Demon Hunter's all about, yeah? Just randomly got knocked out, rooted, tried to fly away. Oh, poor guy. Yeah, Kim Shot. What you gotta do is you gotta feign death and you gotta camo and then you can walk away. It'd probably be a lot safer. But yeah. The BM, dude. The BM. That felt good. That felt good, because the guy was being kind of scummy, wasn't he? Alright, I think we're good, right? Dalaran, what do we do? Tiger's hook point, maybe. With the hook point. Because I always will experience those sort of stuff. Like in one scenario, like open BG open world, my money is on a 1vx hero. But I guess if you guys are asking like a duel, the way I look at it is like you guys being like in the 5v5 1v1 duel scenario, right? Like in the basically like take an arena or whatever. Riku. Let's do tigers then, I guess, yeah. Tigers. Yeah, we'll do tigers, I guess. We'll see how that goes out. What's the best DK spec right now? I'd say Unholy's really good. It's really difficult to argue against Unholy because they've gotten buffed up a couple of times now. You know what I mean? But yeah, when you guys say duels, I guess it all depends what you mean. Because some people are gonna mean duels, like take an arena scenario. Oh god, what the hell? Hold on, I'm gonna start recording here. Twitch. I found a way outside of the map. Chat? You guys want to go space-time travel? Yeah, this is outside of the map. Hold on. This is going to take forever, by the way, if I try to move like this. I'm going to need to zoom over to you guys first in a second here. I'll try to see if I can climb Mount Everest in a second. Hold on. Can you guys give me like 5 minutes? Can you guys give me like 5 minutes to climb Mount Everest? I'm trying to see if I can make it over the hill here. I've never had the camera bug out like this before, by the way. This is kind of surreal. Hold on a second. Are you fighting each other? Oh, I'm almost over the hill. Hold on. Almost did it. Give it a second. Give it a second. There we are. Yeah, so now if you wonder, like, what's the arena map look like? That's what it looks like. Dali's already getting hit with a CC. That was actually a very smooth transition from up the hill there. Well done. Alright, well there's that. Alright, Dali immediately hitting Dali with a mortal coil fear to follow the cannonball, loading him a big old bolt. Might just be able to take him out. The man just got no health left. Cheat death last just second, maybe vanish. If he got a down on him, he still might just end up melting out right now. Got his Pacific Company's just out in the open, still burning. That's gonna be Shadow Fury away. Just didn't even have to immolate the guy, did he? I think it was like a conflagration at the end that wiped him out. That was just unfortunate. Next up is gonna be Freezing. On that team too, we also got ourselves Flex, Fire Fist, we got ourselves Crackman, we got us Chicago on that team as well. With Freezer trying to see if we can find an angle with Zabal, because I do like that classic mage mog he's got going on. Like literally just left Northshire and he's ready to quest, man. He's ready to venture forth into Goldshire and then potentially into the mines to get some candles. Honestly, big reflect up for Double because with a cannonball to follow Freezer, at least got himself the whole time, able to recover a bit of health, but it's still under a ton of pressure. Maybe the first ice block of the night is gonna go for a trinket into an interrupt, trying to see if he can just surround Diabolicals with the Ring of Frost, or rather with the Blizzard of Frozen Orb, as well as maybe maybe Ring of Fire? Because Seamark was doing, or somebody else was doing, I think maybe Riz was doing a lot. It just surrounds people with just all these AoEs. It makes it very difficult for them to escape this AoE. Should power available. Good go for the Succubus to interrupt him. Instead, going to be able to land inside the Succubus, doing quite a bit of damage to Diabolicals. The Shatter combos for Frostmage are actually doing a bit of work. Into Succubus, he's trying to go for that big old Glacial. Maybe in a lot of trouble. All the portals are available. Man, just want to go for an Invis right now. Does he have instant Invis? No, he does not. Ring of Fire on one side, Ring of Frost on the other. Barely survived all the portals. Still taking quite a bit of damage from them. Does he have a shield right now? He's got himself a shield as well as images. He's gonna may just have to go for a second ice block really early on here. As Diabolical's able to force it out of him with just a cast, with just the pressure of a Chaos Bolt heading over in his direction sometime soonish. Freeze at least does get himself full proper recovery. Frozen Orb on one side, but a Succubus prevents him immediately. Soulfire, but has himself the ult time perfectly set up already, so he should be okay. Doesn't have to Diabolicals on that Shadow. The ult time doesn't really give it that much, although it still looks like it just taking so much damage either way. The Chaos Bolt will incinerates to follow another bolt right after. Freezing is just not in a great spot. It looks like he does end up going down. I think to Shadow Fury. The damage kind of snuck up on the guy, didn't it? As we're hitting that 3-minute mark with the Empathy finally ramping up little by little, Chicago may just want to run into Diabolicals. If he could just somehow beat the Succubus, maybe pre-tremor. Can you tremor the CC by the Succubus? Might be able to, right? Leaping in. Succubus trying to see if he can look at you. Oh, immediate Succubus see right after his Diabolicals trying to see if he can find himself an angle. Actually, no, he's not. You're just going to bank up some resources off of those Raptors and avoid Chicago entirely. As the Shaman is going to get slowed down by the Succubus, trying to see if you can put in some pressure onto the Succubus. If you can eventually take down Succubus or at least keep it low, you could always eliminate it. Big zaps from a distance with the Elemental Blast to follow. And Chicago does end up going for quite a bit of damage versus Dio from a good distance, able to recover quite a bit of health behind the pillar. It is going to be fresh to Succubus. Unless Chicago can somehow interrupt it, immediate instant cast summon on Succubus is going to be a reflect out for Diabolicals, as Chicago is actually going to go behind the Tiger statue, trying to see if he can avoid the portal that is going to end up putting him back behind the other statue. And Dia looking to push in, has himself Mortal Coil. Chicago with a trinket, immediate interrupt, got himself Bloodlust available. It's going to be Succubus right after as he opens up a portal with a Soulfire, another portal to follow. Lots of damage. Chicago trying to see if he can tank it up with a wall, has himself the Guardian Spirits in case he needs to wall up for Diabolicals into, oh, the Grounded Totem. Big value. That bolt into Incinerate could have been really deadly for the Shaman, but that Grounded Totem was able to do quite a bit though, with Dia trying to see if he can swing around the corner. Got himself good line of sight over Chicago, potentially lots of damage already, with Incinerate doing quite a lot of work too, with the immolations getting set up on all these Ghost Raptors as well as the totem. Chicago pressured behind the pillar right now. No wall for quite a bit. Might be able to let the Wolves rip as well, going for the Guardian Spirit. It's going to be reflected for the Diabolicals. Chicago just to make sure they're not reflecting any cast back at themselves. Succubus to follow. Maybe it'll break to the Chaos Bolt potentially. It's definitely going to break. Did not have a ground shot for this one. In trouble. Oh my god, there's a lot of instant casts for Diabolicals. I think he was able to find himself an instant cast Incinerate together with a conflagration into Shadow Fury all at once. Immediate trick and Scrag, but tried to go for a bit of an opener as Diabolical just tried to buy himself a bit of time. It's going to be some Chicago pouring behind the pillar, opening up all these portals, trying to see if he can find himself a bit of better setup and ready to take the gate as soon as he needs to. Maim. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I don't even know if he had the gate ready then. That was a Maim just kind of out of left field. Honestly, I thought he was going to be able to take a portal. It would be good to go. My goodness, that was a lot. The Pharaoh Druid able to shut it down, Diabolicals down. I think for the second time in a row right now, Crackman has been able to do a pretty good job with it. That being said, this time around, Diabolicals was walking into this duel not as tanked up as last time, but even last time he was tanked up on everything. Quagma with a single Convoke was able to rip right through him fairly quickly. Immediate bar skin really early on for Kragma. He's expecting Demonic to open up. It is going to be Kidda shot either way though, as Demonic just goes in for the full set of dots, walking away from Kragma. It doesn't look like he's playing for that Shiv Bleed build, which actually we saw yesterday, and it was doing a lot of work last night. That Shiv Bleed build was actually doing a fantastic job. May actually be worth committing into for Assassination Rogues, I think. It's in a 1-on-1 duel setting. Kragma tried to see if he could establish himself. Maybe another reset. at least try to catch up a little bit on health. Definitely is going to have to go counter-offensive with Demoniac. It's going to be maybe a tricky situation, potentially a wall. Got him some full dots on him. Definitely needs to find a way to deal with him. It's going to be Convoke. No interrupts available for Demoniac, or actually doesn't choose not to interrupt him, but it's going to be a full set of Demoniac. Just want a full defense. Cloak of Shadows, maximize the damage. I don't even know why he didn't go to interrupt the Convoke, to be honest. With Fire Fist going to be the last one left over for the team one. Did Diabolicus really end up going through a good portion of that team one that quickly? Did he actually? I guess he did. Demoniac open up with a Garrod onto Fire Fist, getting shot to follow. Does the man go for a Trinket? Is going to go for the wall. Does use the human Rachel to break out of that stun. Stun onto Demoniac. Full Trinket available for Demoniac. Has himself evasion, but still unable to evade. So a lot of that holy damage just ends up ripping right through him either way, though. Shield evaded itself for Fire Fist. Does get hit with a disarm. Demoniac trying to see if he can play it super safe. And it's going to be a blind onto the rogue. Blessing protection for Fire Fist. Really early immunity for Demoniac. This could be an opportunity to maybe establish pressure off of the Blessing of Protection. If Fire Fist is not careful, if he doesn't have any more defensive, he could be in a lot of trouble. Garrod, kidney shot to follow by Demoniac. Got himself lots of pressure versus Fire Fist. Next auto check is going to proc him wings. I think Demoniac just wants to see if he can back up, let the damage do work into an Envenom right after. Fire Fist, I think, is just dead to the dots. Yeah, just dead to the dots. Trying to figure out what to do this entire time, and just should have made a move, I think. Diabolicus does end up getting 3, with Demoniac getting 2. So far, Revenge has not been able to play, or Reverence rather, has not been able to play whatsoever. Let's see if we can get ourselves another going, boys, yeah? Uno mas, uno mas, uno mas. Let me know if you guys got groups already, or if you're looking for more bodies, by the way. Let me know. Maybe I can help out. Maybe I can get invited to a group or two. I wonder if, like, Hunter's still around, man. I wonder if he's around. Because, like, there's literally nothing I could... If that was him running away, then... At least he's, like, in that direction. Oh, no. Different guy entirely. Boris, let me know if you got a 5-man team, because it looks like Malachi still got a 5-man ready to go. Maybe we should get Reverence a chance next match, yeah? I think I help play Outlaw PvP. Man, play whatever class you want to play, honestly. If you want to play Assassin, you want to play Outlaw, whatever you feel like, my guy. Play whatever you're comfortable with, honestly. That's what I think. Okay, so what is the name of this PvP town? Because more Warlocks have started using it. It is Soul Rip. Yesterday, I think I called it like... I forget what I called it, but I called it something like Soul Rip. Like Ripping Souls or Soul Ripper. Or I think I used the word Soul. Soul Steal? I think it was Soul Steal that I said yesterday. But it's Soul Rip. It's instant. I think it used to be a cast for a little bit. And it was 2 Soul Shards. But I think they've changed it quite a bit. Which is kind of nice, honestly. I don't need it. I didn't kick. Oh, Veil Midnight. Oh! I forgot. That's so weird. Okay, interesting. It's just from above with using. I think it's definitely worth trying out, Malachi, if you feel like. I don't really know for Outlaw, but maybe for other specs it may be useful. Full? Okay, we'll get you guys back in. I don't think we've done a hook point at all, have we? Let's get at least 1 hook point done. Oh, this gives the Hunter PI? Dude, honestly. Honestly. Otherwise, what are you going to give PI to? Warlocks? Warlocks already have it all, man. They got the looks, got the mogs, they got the pets, they got the fantastic damage in the Sims. Don't give him PI, man. Give Hunters PI. I agree with that one. I agree with that statement. That's 21 class private server finally announced a full game will be out 22 before the remade of talents would be like Dragonflight. I wonder how long, because does Blizzard still go? Because I know that Blizzard in the past have gone out for private servers. I wonder if that one's like fully coming out and out of the alpha. I wonder if they're gonna have to like, all right, we've got to get the Liga team back together. Because I remember Nostarius thing when that happened way back in the day. And they went after that one. It's not the only private server they went after, but it was one of those things like, oh, well, if you don't do anything about this thing legally, then if somebody tries to copy a game in the future on a private server, and if you didn't take action then, basically it was like one of those things where, well, legally you gotta do something about it. Otherwise, like, in the future someone could just steal the game and just, you know, steal the game and everything. I do wonder if they'll end up having to do something if they're actually announcing a full, like, release. Oh, just crashed. I think my entire bayonet broke. Oh no, hopefully you can get back in, Reverence. Because I didn't want to give you a chance to properly play, my guy. Made a Warlock mod today to do that. Dude, some of these Warlock players do think they deserve a PI, like it's part of their class identity, man. It's like, get out of here with that. Literally, if it's not, if it's it would have made it a class above if they needed PI, man. Out of here with that. It is ridiculous, dude. So Twitch, I follow a couple like zero character people and guide runners, and they're just so over Warlocks, man. Emerald taking a lot of damage in the open up by Chicago. This is gonna go for a bit of a frost shock, earth shock. Is he still playing volcanic? Try to see if he can catch Chicago. Doesn't quite attach it properly. Is gonna go for the lightning bolts off of the sun though. Definitely needs to get himself a lava burst at some point, especially if he wants to be able to make quite a bit of damage off of that. Knockback by Emerald. Trying to see if he can establish some kind of pressure on Chicago. Has to go for a lot of the casting gameplay. Is still playing that volcanic build, where as an elemental shaman, your lightning bolts, lava bursts, and chain lightnings do more damage. And your lightning bolts can sometimes be shorter in cast, but you're hard casting everything unless you get certain key procs. Frost shock onto Chicago, does get a route to follow into the last one. Chicago sprinting in with a trinket, leaping in with a thunder stormkeeper to follow for Emerald. Got himself earth shock, big blaster on Chicago, but the grounding totem is gonna end up absorbing quite a lot of that lightning bolt damage, which is super unfortunate. But Amarak trying to keep the frost shocks in Chicago, went for the knockback, but while Chicago's rooted, can't go anywhere. Lasso might end up taking Amarak down. Doesn't have anything off of this one. He has the Guardian Spirits in case he wants to use those. Cannot really escape while Ghost Wolfing. Does end up juking out a kick from Chicago, which is pretty good. Definitely needs to go for as much self-casting as possible. Big blast by Chicago may just end up taking him out here. Unless Amarok finds a way out. Does drop down a totem. Chicago eliminating it. Potentially could have been a root totem just now. Dropping down a healing totem. That's the only thing he's really got. May just want to go for the Guardian Spirits. Is dropping down a static totem. I think just trying to use the static totem to keep Chicago away from it, right? Chicago literally just ends up committing a whole elemental blast just to take it out. Burrow does evade the knockdown into a knock-up, into a sunder. Oh, that combo! Look at that combo. He knocked him up into the sunder, into the sand proc. My goodness. Reverence is going to be up next. Got himself conflagrations back-to-back in Chicago. Reflect up, trying to make sure he does get a full cast. That's a lot of damage in a single soul fire. A wild reflect is up. Chicago can't even interrupt it. Literally can't interrupt it. Fear into Chaos Bolt. Shadow Fury to follow. Does have his succubus right next to him in case he wants to go for the succubus on Chicago. Big incineration to follow. Reverence is absolutely burning down Chicago as the shaman is looking for a bit of cover behind the pillar. Reverence wants to go for a bunch of damage. Let's go immolation. When you immolate totems, does it not like do anything to totems, by the way? I don't think it actually can put like a dot on a totem, can it? Or does it? I think it'd probably do it for like the resources, don't you guys? The warlocks in the chat. Right? Or maybe just faster just to eliminate it with a immolate. I don't even know why, actually, to be honest. I'd like to know. Reflect up for Reverence. As his biggest sentence out of Chicago wants to make sure he gets a full cast. Has a mortal coil in case he needs to board around the corner. Chicago is slowed down by the seconds. Big yellow blast with a mortal coil trade and with a trinket out of Chicago. Interrupted onto Reverence. Could go for the wall here. Bonds out fell. Trying to see if he can walk Chicago out. This is going to take quite a bit of the fire damage, but goes in for as much healing as possible. Soul fire with that wall. Mad blaster damage. Trinkets out last second. Does end up getting himself the kill. And oh my goodness, a warlock barely, narrowly survived that one. Looking for a bit of first save, but Flex Fist, Fire Fist. I don't know if he's going to give him much of an opportunity to really go for a proper recovery. It's going to be second CC catching him. Reverence is still in the bad spot right now. Definitely needs to wait out until Gratitude is back up. Maybe it could go for Reflect of the Fire Fist to reflect a Hodge onto the guy. That could be really good. Maybe potentially big loss of damage. Reflect up. Does he reflect anything back to him? Bubble out for Fire Fist. Dark Pact is available for Reverence, but not a lot of health really to work with. Does end up ripping the guy's soul to reduce his healing as well as his damage. Fire Fist has no help whatsoever. Does he just go down here? Mortal Coil could take him out right now. No longer has a bubble. Shield of Innocence already. Succubus easy to follow. Reverence is gonna have to break through the shield. Try to go for a big soul fire. Does Fire Fist end up capitalizing here? Mortal Coil set together with it with immolation. Got himself. Oh my god, that incinerate went in perfect with the conflagration. Just all collapsed together at once. That was so good looking. He just didn't even cast more. He was just like, alright, incinerate with conflag, and that's it. That's gonna be just enough damage. That's all I need to throw out there. It's out by the rogue. Hopefully he has a succubus somewhere nearby. Where's that thing? Oh, it's right there next to the eyeball. Immediately gonna hit the rogue, whip him into shape. Into succubus, you see trinket out of the rogue as he goes in for a kidney shot. Reverence with the board. The succubus at least is gonna be there to slow down the rogue a little bit. Reverence trying to see if he can go for a little bit more health. Instant caster available. Deathmark is on the warlock. Maybe in a lot of trouble. Dark back coming back up very, very soon. Definitely want to use it as soon as possible. Death at DFA. Out of the rogue as he goes in for Big Slammer. Does get to try to interrupt Reverence, but it's going to be juked out. Fear to follow. Mortal Coil. Oh my goodness, that was so rough. Maybe if we would have sent out Mortical inside of the Fear, maybe that would have given him a bit more health to work with. I really don't know. I think the bleeds just were already in. And Dali is going to go down to Torva, just walking in, slamming him down fairly quickly. Is it going to be Friesen? I think Friesen ended up taking a lot of hits from that Paladin. I think it was literally in front of him for a good bit there. It got kind of cleaned down by him, sitting somewhere near Dali just now. My goodness. Going to be an opener by Kragman. Is he going for the big Convoke? Wall out for Torvus. Kragman is going in for the bleed, taking the slow and steady approach. Got himself for Berserk with Convoke to follow. Big damage on Torvus. Does go in for the bubble. Did not go for the interrupt there. Is Convoke no longer interruptible? Is that a thing? Because I feel like so far we've hadn't had a single person interrupt Convoke. And that or Torvus was like, alright, I'm gonna let him Convoke and I'm just gonna time a bubble at the right time. Maybe that was what's happening. Kragman trying to see if he can just walk away from Torvus. Got himself a barrel form together with Barskin. Got himself maybe a little bit of healing. Renew as ready as well. Definitely should use the Renew before the dampener really gets super high up. Definitely want to maximize it as best you can. Torvus walking in. No more bubble. Has himself Blessing of Protection. I don't think he's got wings for a good bit, but he does have himself the final wreck available. So if he has final wreck available, maybe wings are available as well, because it should line up pretty close to one another actually. Maybe I have it wrong. It's going to be roared by Kragman. Trying to go for a Cyclone. Doesn't have himself the... He doesn't have himself the talent that puts him in a cat form off of the Cyclone. Otherwise, that would have been pretty strong right now, actually. Especially if you can go for like full DRs on that Cyclone, too. Going to be an opener. Convoke the Spirits. Blessing of Protection immediately. And that's going to be Torvus trying to see if he can counter back over to Kragman. Kragman needs to use whatever he can in order to escape him. He's going to take a lot of damage from the Paladin Wings. Wake up, matches, everything. All collapse at once. Blessing of Protection finally falls off. But the man did not have any more CC to follow up with Friesen trying to see if he can potentially burn Torvus down. Big shadows to follow. No more big defense available unless you got to lay your hands for the last second. There's going to be lots and lots of lances back to back. Does he have himself any more combo? Lances can just continue to fire off of Friesen. Got himself lots of procs all at once, just blasting the guy out back to back to back. Well done by the mage. Diabolical's trying to see if he can get himself a decent setup versus Friesen. Sending out the Succubus pretty early right now though. As it's going to be able to swing around the corner. Does get poked out in the open. It's going to be Succubus CC. Trinket Friesen, I think, still is going to be ported behind the pillar. Not exactly where he wants to be, but at least he still has some line of sight to work with. Diabolicals does put him a lot closer, exactly where he wants to be, though. Friesen does have some cooldowns at the ready. He had, at least for a second, Icy Veins and everything available for a good bit there. Diabolical sending out Mortical with a Fear. Could potentially be an Icebox situation, unless the Soulfire... It does do damage, but it doesn't really crit nearly as hard as Diabolicals wanted it to. It is going to be an ice bucket either way for Friesen. Just try to see if he can find himself a bit of a breather. Right now, you really got to find a way out of this situation. 44% dampening, you're kind of limited on the CC that you can work with, on the cooldowns you can work with. Succubus did not get hit by the Fire Breath, apparently. I thought it did. I thought it was a clean Fire Breath on both of them with a ring. No, Succubus was able to kind of stump him for a second. Stun around the corner. Friesen, kind of limited on what he can really do right now. Got himself a shield, but it's got burnt to very, very quickly. No more Ice Bucket already. And I think the portal just ends up... Ice Bucket gear available again. I stand corrected. Ice Bucket is back up and available. Huh. Well, there's that. Into immediate Succubus easy to follow. So far for Diabolicus, I think it's just over, right? Friesen, there's no way. Oh, I tried to go for an invis at the end too. There's just no way to escape that one. That was rough, man. These Warlocks right now are absolutely brutal. Wait, didn't Diabolicus get 2 kills there? Or is there only just 1? Oh no, I think it was... Is it only just 1? Why don't you go back and look? It looked like you... It feels like you should have gotten 2 there, but maybe I have it wrong. Maybe I got that twisted. Alrighty, boys. Do we still have groups? Do we want to do more? Or are we calling it here? Because I'm down to keep playing. I'm down to keep spectating. Down to keep commentating. As long as you guys are down to keep playing. Bro, Dal, I'm jumping at the moment. Are you? What's happening, my man? What's going on? That's for me getting burnt out? That's fine. Yeah, cool if you guys want to chill. Or if you want to pass lead to somebody else, Malachi, it's cool too. Whatever you want to do, my man. The Paladin just ate it from me. Oh, yeah. Dude, that was nutty. That was nutty. The amount of damage you guys do as Destra, it is absolutely insane. Just at a whole nother level. I'm done for the night, give it to Chicago. Okay, cool. So if Chicago is down to host the group and get +1 there, I'll be down to go for at least 1 more if you guys are down. Yeah, let me know, Chicago. If you're down Looks like the group is listed. We gotta try. Let's do this. Let's give us 5 minutes to see if we can get a +2 more for Team Chicago. I don't know if Boris is still around or not, or if he's swapping out. I could turn the hero gear into champion gear formula. Yeah. I got a couple of those as well. That's awesome. The Enchanted Worm, Shadow from Crest. I got this from a random junk pile in New Zone. Yes, I've gotten. So what I've gotten on my rogue is I've gotten the one for heroic crafted item reagent and the mythic one in the same fashion, like killing rares, looting treasures, all that. All of them have a chance of providing you the enchanted stuff. Definitely worth farming them out on your enchanter from time to time, at least doing like some of the dailies and whatever, and rares whenever they're up, and looting any treasures you have available. Worth, because especially if you can get the mythic one, because next week people are going to be able to start crafting the mythic one, so you can like advertise in the auction on the server. If you get the mythic enchant thing, yo, I can craft this for you, give me the mats, and I'll be paying you to craft it. I mean, I'm sure people will be doing and putting them up on the public orders as well, but yeah, as long as you have, or as long as they have the one material for like alchemy, it is the transmute alchemical material. In our guild, we're gonna have what looks like Dod's word making those, and I'll be making the mythic upgrade tokens. It'll be pretty good. Very excited for it, man. Very excited. Thanks so much for coming next week. Sounds good, my man. Sounds good. Although I wouldn't be surprised if many of you guys will be busy pushing arenas next week though, but we'll see. Is he back in? Yeah, he is. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Wow, he has a range. Look at that. He's a long range. It's about that guy. I think he's a Beastmaster Hunter too. He can't really reach him. Oh, this guy. Okay. Wait, okay. He's low health. Not low health, but a low level. Wait, maybe Boomkid does something? Because Hunters do a lot of damage right now, dude. I just outraged him. Cut it down enough and just outraged him. Well, there's a pet attacking him. What, they got a second one? Butchery. That's a good name, actually. It's a fantastic name. We'll see if we get Chicago a couple more bodies in here, and maybe we could do one more. Maybe we could do an Omas. But Boris, let me know if you still have a 5-man ready or if you're Dunsky for the night. And if Chicago can get a +2, it would be good to go. If you guys want to join us, more than welcome to. We got the group listed in the Raids Legacy section. When you look up Raids Legacy in the search, if you type in number 5 in the search, you should be able to find the group in the for Heimal with Chicago and Dalaran. Nice. Hell yeah. So Boris will also need a +1. So we'll give it like a couple more minutes. Uh-oh, is that butchery? Oh. Well, there's a butchery somewhere, but you just run around sapping people randomly. Mr. Rogue? Give me one. Oh, there it is. It was for a second. Oh, I got caught. No! Does he have an escape? Oh, that is. Oh, yeah, I think it leapt. Probably sells a dot. Wait, no. Oh, there he goes. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah. But yeah, Caesar, definitely do a bit more. Rev is a messenger's friend. Sounds good. So we'll see if we can get Rev, get a +1, we'll be good to go. We still will need 2 more for Team Chicago. If we don't get enough bodies for Team Chicago in like a couple of minutes, we'll probably call it there, man. Probably call it there, because I gotta get some food in me as well, and I gotta get some work done as well. I got a lot of projects that I gotta be putting out over the next few days, man. With the patch season 2 finally arriving, I'm excited. Personally, very excited. Also, that's a Nightborn mage. I almost never seen Nightborn. Why don't you do Nightborn eyes, man? Mog looks good. Mog looks really good. I like it a lot, but like, should do the Nightborn eyes, man. The new eyes are so much better. I would like to be able to join us sometime. Yo, Jared, you're more than welcome to join us, my guy. We actually have the group available right now. What's up, Shane? How you doing, my man? We have the group up right now in Raids Legacy. You guys are more than welcome to join us. So, Rev is trying to see if we can get a friend to join Team Boris. Chicago, we need 2 bodies. If you guys want to join up, more than welcome to. Oh, Dal join us. Oh. Yeah, I'm not against it. It's just the problem with like doing the duels, I can't do the spectate and play at the same time. That's like my biggest like gripe with it. Because if I could do both, that'd be probably the best of both worlds. But I can't do both. To get another rogue in LOL. Don't get another rogue. No, too many rogues. I guess that's true. Yeah, I've been playing rogue, wouldn't I be? I was an Abra Mage and then a what else for emo. I mean, at this point, honestly, play whatever you like, especially if you got like a guild or whatever that has raid progression or do the Mythic Plus to be the guildies. Because now you can just be with as any faction, you can literally play together and raid together and get all the benefits of being in the same guild together. It's kind of nice, honestly. Yeah, I say enjoy it, have fun with it and all that. Yeah. You'll do both and you'll like it. I physically cannot do both, right? Like the only way I can do it is maybe for a multi-box, but then I would need to really mess around because OBS does not really like multi-boxing super well, like switching between characters. So some streamers do it. Like I know Cedu got his team set up, his WoW set up with like so you can do retail and classic, but I think he had to downgrade retail. Either like DirectX 11 from like DirectX 12 to DirectX 11 and then downgrade a bunch of settings in order to be able to have OBS not overload. My OBS overloads really badly when I have like more than one WoW available. The old PC was having an issue where it was actually running out of VRAM when I had 2 instances of like if for any reason I have 2 instances of Dragonflight, like a PTR and a live version active at the same time. Let's say I'm like trying to mess around, like trying to raid on live and whatever, I'm gonna bench hop on PTR and I just like mess around on there, check out some of the newer changes or whatever. I used to do that a lot, but then it started running out of VRAM. Started running out of VRAM pretty quickly because they keep updating the game so you can look visually better and they keep updating the architecture. Like the game is still messy. It still is like a spaghetti code, but they are trying to like improve stuff pretty regularly. Like from patch to patch, they'll improve things here and there. And there used to be a thing where I could run both WoW, like a PTR and a live at the same time, or like EU and NA at the same time for whatever reason. Nowadays I can't, so I'll need to mess around with like settings. So maybe like, I'm sure this new PC can probably run them both just fine, but it is still, like a lot of people do downgrade their WoWs. Even if they do multi-boxing, you have to downgrade some settings. I would have to look up exactly what you need to do to be able to do both. But I basically would have to have like an active NA account with my main rogue, and an active second NA account to be able to spectate, and then switch back and forth. And yeah, it just seems like a pain, just an absolute pain. When I'm thinking about like, okay, how would I manage all of this? Maybe what I could do, I think it's over today. Yeah, probably. I mean, Chicago got a 4, so they need a +1. And Boris, I don't know if you got a +1 there. We could give like a couple more minutes, maybe. But I'd be down to call it, honestly. I'd be fine with calling it. But maybe if I did this, maybe if I didn't use my new PC as a stream PC as well. Maybe if I just got a capture card and I set up my old PC to be just a streaming PC, right? It does nothing but hosts a stream. And I was able to run a capture card from my main PC, so it captures everything into the new PC, or into the old PC. So I'd have like my new PC, which is the gaming PC, old PC will become the stream PC. Get a capture card from the gaming PC into the streaming PC, and a stream using the streaming PC, and then that'll be less resources. So in the gaming PC, I could run 2 versions of the WoW and probably would cause a lot less issues, right? Probably, maybe. But then I had to set up like, how do you do the whole? Because I guess we need to dedicate a monitor just for the streaming PC and everything, and figure out all the little details. Oh, Chicago was able to get a +1. Hold on, Chicago. I am gonna let Boris know that Chicago was able to get all 5 available though. I want to see if Boris is a 5-man. Because maybe he does. Hold up, I just got it. I got it, peeps. I got you down. Hold on, Airless. Hold on. Airless, we got 1 spot available for Boris. This probably would be the last one for the night, though. I would send out, but I don't PvP. All good, Caesar. All good, my guy. But if you ever want to join us, if you want to jump into PvP and you want to practice some builds, practice your class, see how well you're doing those, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, looks like Chicago got themselves a 5-man. They are, I think, ready. Full. All right, we can do one more. Okay, I'll whisper in Chicago real quick. If Chicago delist, will be good to go. But Chicago, you're probably in chat right now. If you delist real quick, we should be good to go at least for one more. Let's see how this goes. Let's see one more. Looking for one. Wait, hold on. You got another group error list? Because this is probably going to be the last one for the night, man. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if this guy's ready. Okay, we'll give it a second then, Chicago. It says he's an instance. Okay, we'll give him a second. Never mind. Oh, you are? Cool. Okay, ready? Alright, so last one for the night. What arena did we do, man? We haven't done a no-cud, but like, do we want to do a no-cud? We've done Tigers, we've done Hook Point, we've done all of them, really. Unless we're gonna like, let's do the Blades, man. I kind of been liking ending our arenas with Blades Edge. I like Blades Edge in general. Like, it's a weird map because it does kind of benefit casters to some degree, but I like the elevation on the bridge part of it. Wait, hold on, that doesn't work out. Picked a match. Boris and Chicago 5 Blades. That hopefully will work. Yes, good. No good. Yes, good. Maybe we should do no good, man. We'll try Blades, and if, let's say, for some reason Blades isn't working properly, we'll maybe do no good. How did that sound? Whoops. Wasn't. Okay, we could do no good. Listed. Okay, I gotcha. We'll do no good. We'll do the Nokudon Proving Grounds. The Nokudon. I like the arena a lot. Although I do feel like the more we played it in 5V5 1v1 Duels, the more I felt like this arena is a little... not a bad arena, but it's not great for a dueling scene. I think there's just that wall in the middle and how long it is. There are some things people are... what's the best way to put it? There is some cheesiness you could do with that wall down the middle, I guess the best way I can like explain it. There's a bit of cheesiness with it, yeah? Which? Like, let's see if I can show it off. It's just the length of it, right? It's a little long. And you could basically, if you have more because you could just run circles around it. And these pillars are not so big that they're super obnoxious, but they are long enough where we've had people like run circles around these for like ever and ever and ever. Which I feel like isn't ideal for a dueling situation, at least in my opinion. But I'll give this one a go just for the sake of variety, boys, yeah? Let's have some fun with this one. Got it says Diabolic. Oh, switch. I don't know if I've done it already. Got Diabolicos over for the team 1 with Reverence in the back, Demonic in the back as well, Torvus as well as Toxic versus Airless over for the team 2. We got us as Fire, we got us as Kragma, Chicago, and Mashbringer. Gonna be first up versus Diabolicos. And Diabolicos is definitely gonna try to see if we can, I think, hover back towards the ramp. And Mash, I think, is definitely gonna have to find a way to approach him while creating some line of sight. Forcing out a freshly Succubus out of Diabolicos will not be able to go for a proper interrupt or anything. Throwing in the judgment this way, Diabolicos, I think this will put him out in the open. He doesn't want to give Matchbringer an opportunity to have any line of sight, because that's kind of where he wants to be. Wants to be able to use line of sight to approach Diabolicos. Got the Succubus CC, kind of parked him, just staring at it, unable to go anywhere with the Shadow Fury to follow afterwards. Dia opening up full set of gateways all the way to the Twisting Nether, saving one. Oh no, actually sending all the gates open. Matt's gonna take a lot of damage with these gates. Got himself plenty of defense though. Trinket, Chaos Mode 1, second Chaos Mode after Bubble to follow. It's gonna be reflected for Diabolicos in case there's a Hodge to follow. Matchbringer got himself plenty of survivability right now, looking for the recovery, but definitely wants to see if he can stay with Diabolicos. Succubus here right after, no way out of this one with a quick Immolate, Incinerate to follow. Dia definitely has some pretty good advantage, wants to make sure he got himself blind to sight. May want to actually even push in towards Mash, but Mash is just going to back up, try to see if he can find himself some cover. Wants to charge towards Dia, does not want to sit behind the pillar and give himself full reset. I'm surprised Dia did not commit like super aggressively there right now, actually. I imagine it would benefit him a lot. Blind Dia with a trigger to follow. Ashbigger trying to see if he can decide whether he wants to stay in or back up. Succubus is going to place him right in the corner for a second, not let him go anywhere. with that succubus seduction. And Daya have himself again, maybe decent angle, but I think he's trying to play it super conservatively with his mobility, trying to be extra careful with match bearing because the paladin can do quite a lot of damage right now. Did I hear a Massbringer? Let's go, Moonguard. Yeah, Massbringer, man. Oh, do you know this guy? Because I don't think I've ever seen Massbringer before. See yelling Goldshy later? Okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah, Erlis is from Goldshy, or Moonguard rather. You'd be surprised when people hang out on Moonguard and they absolutely slap in PvP. Daya just singeing down Mash, bunch of incinerates back to back. Again, just really trying to see if he can hold his ground, dude. Will not give up that little corner. He wants to make sure he's playing around his mobility. For Mash at this point, I think he's got to just give himself a breakaway at some point. If only this guy was running, and maybe he's running Blessing of Spell Warden, because if he's running Spell Warden, he might be golden. He needs himself a Blessing of Spell Warden or something in order to give himself a bit of that break from Daya. If he can do that, he'll be fantastic spot. Succubus, you see every single time though, gives Diabolicals like an angle right now. Bonza fell. Paladin with a Hodge does not a break in the crystal. Is going to be a proper stun on the Daya. Trying to see if he can crack through the defenses of the Dark Pack. Is going to be quite a few instant casts on Diabolicals. Has to get himself a full set of gateways open and ready. He is going to give himself a better angle versus Matchbringer. Got himself a perfect opportunity here. Could potentially just put up all the stops with the Succubus. You see, force him to check out a match. He's got himself a big shield of minutes. Looking for the cover as much as possible. And again, I feel like a Daya. It's just... I think Daya at some point may just have to come out in the open and just try to see if he could chase after Mash. I feel like, or put him way super far away from any kind of line of sight. Because there's just going to be a lot of this line of sight. The Paladin I don't think is going to play risky. He definitely needs to find himself a breakaway though if he can. And I think at this point may just be waiting for a bubble. With 40 seconds on the timer. Yeah, at this point I feel like he just is end up forcing out a bubble in order to try to see if he can just blast out a Daya. He definitely needs to see if he can get a Dark Pact out of Daya if he can. I feel like that would help him out a lot. If he can force out a Dark Pact out of Daya, wait until Dark Pact is over, and then go in for the full wings and burst him down, he'll be in a much better position. But right now he's just being extra careful. He knows the Succubus could just hit him with a Succubus Seduction any moment. He's just gonna focus everything down for a little bit here. All the PvPers saying, "I'm gonna at least the good ones." You'd be surprised how many good ones there are, man. Kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts, actually. It's gonna be super safe. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of downtime here, boys. I think. Is my home? Is it good? I believe you. I believe it. He's playing super safe for sure, though. Then again, I feel like if he comes out in the open versus Daya, he's just gonna end up kind of put himself in an unwinnable position. This is going to be Succubus. You see Daya try to see if he can go for a bit of a Soulfire. Going to be a bubble out of Matchbringer really early on. Try to see if he can commit some damage. Going to be a big port way across the room. Matchbringer walking towards Daya. He does have the pillar next to him, so he could always catch some line of sight. But Daya tried to see if he could go for the Mortal Coil. Tried to deny him any kind of LOS. It's going to be all the pets. Stun dub Diabolica going in for a cancel. Potential Matchbringer could be in big trouble. It hits him with a Succubus CC, which gives him that perfect line of sight. Swapping out the pet. Actually trying to see if he can control the Infernal for a second. Crystal breaking, got himself laying hands. That was actually super dangerous. He still got a shadow with portal blasting him out from around the corner. If only Daya puts in the effort and just goes around the corner, might just have him. Oh my, is he just dead? Hold on a second, Infernal may just take him out. Hold on, do you move? I think you just push in. I think as a warlock, you just push in and just commit and just end the duel right then and there. Oh my god, my goodness, dude, how do you do that how do you fight that as a paladin? Honestly, I don't know if you can. Airless trying to see if we can go for a sap and a Succubus kid a shot. Succubus is going to hit him, but it's going to be Cloak of Shadows immediately. Just trying to see if we can deny any kind of CC. Just trying to stay aggressive versus Diabolicals instead. Trinket out of the Rogue, blasting him out Diabolicals with cheap shots back to back, eviscerates back to back into a full stun. Airless may not be in a great spot though. Trying to see if we can walk away from the crystal, if you can. You just don't fight as a pally, you just die. Yeah, I feel like, no, I think you do. I think you have to leverage a bubble, right? I guess a warlock and the abilities they got. I think that's what you gotta do. Smoke bomb to cover the opener for Airless. The Succubus is gonna go for immediate invis into a quick Succubus. You see, as the Soulfire comes out, Airless actually able to break quite through a bit of the armor Diabolic has got as a warlock. It is going to try to see if it can return fire back into airless portals are open. Big cannonball lobbed right at the rogue. He does quite a bit of damage, still burning with dots. Super low in health in that exit range. Bonza fell. Oh my goodness. The Bonza fell was just so cheesy. Oh my goodness. Oh, what do you do in this situation? That was rough. Yeah, I think you did as good as you could on a rogue end. That was close too. Chicago, I think, tried to give him an honor duel. Probably. Maybe. It looked like Chicago was trying to set up for a potential honor duel with Daya. And Daya is definitely going to have to use the mobility in order to try to see if he can get himself out of this situation. Mordecai sending Chicago, sending out a couple incinerates back to back. Chicago behind the pillar. Drain life onto those pets with a... That's quite a long distance on the port. I didn't realize you could actually go that far. That's quite a lot, actually. Into a gateway. Daya is just trying to see if he can escape it. He's just actually feeling pain. He's not at a lot of health. Probably doesn't have Shadowborn Hellstone for a good bit. Try to see if he can grip him over, but Chicago does not get a proper grip. Maybe he can go for interrupt. Grounding Totem does end up taking down Grounding Totem with a conflagration. Big zaps to Daya, breaking past the shields fairly quickly, drinking out of the Warlock wall for Chicago, able to survive all these gates for a good bit of time, unless they... Oh, Succubus CC breaking out of fairly quickly. They're just trying to go for Diabolicus, but he's going to be able to get at least line of sight, avoiding the soul fires. It's got the Ghost Trap to join in. Maybe lots of Maelstrom. Potentially can go for big setup. Trying to see if it can close the gap. Daya dropping down a big Infernal. Going to be knocking the pets as well as the Warlock back a bit. Mordecai sent in. Daya no help whatsoever. One more Lightning Bolt is all Chicago really needs. Succubus CC to follow. It's going to be Elite Blast and trapped on fire. And it does end up taking him out right then and there. Well done, well done. With Reverend's going to be up next. Try to see if he can slow down Chicago. Got himself quite a bit of damage for this Shaman. And he's just pushing in, just really getting up in melee. Is going to rip out his soul. Chicago could chase after the soul. Instead, just going to go for a burrow and try to see if they can find himself escape behind the pillar. As Reverend just tried to see if he can push in and get himself as many casts as possible. Where's Chicago? At this point, the Shaman, what do you have right now? Not a lot left, but that's all fire. Oh, if that thing crit? Maybe it did crit. But if that thing... Did it crit? I don't even know. I'm gonna guess not, but imagine if that thing crit, that probably would have been majority of their health. Or this would have been probably a one bang right then and there. Revan's trying to see if he can control Chicago's, even the smallest, the tiniest of healing stream totems. Doesn't want to give him any healing opportunity whatsoever. At 48% dampening, any healing you could deny from the Shaman, you're going to be a fantastic spot. Yet another crystal exploding. That's twice now. You see the person die just walking out of the crystal, but what are you going to do? Stand right next to him. You have to take the chance of the crystal. It's going to be a pet swapped out for Kragma. The pet, Succubus, will not be able to prevent Kragma's go. As long as it stays in feral form, you will not be able to use for Succubus. You see big invoke into that Succubus though. All those bites back to back. Trying to see if it can go for a fear. Potentially could be an interrupt out of Kragma. Tries to go in for Skull Best. Doesn't have to interrupt him on Shadow with that fear. But is going to be able to get himself the fire damage either way. The soul fire to follow while wall is up. Wall up for Kragma. I think it might just have him here either way though. That's... You just have to auto attack him at the end. I can't believe you literally just popped out a... I thought you popped out a cat from, popped out a bear from, to literally just auto attack him at the end. That feels like that was BM. What is that? Did it have Shadow Priest next? Toxic? Is it demonic? Looks like it is potentially. Maybe demoniac? I'm trying to figure out who's going to be next. Is it toxic? I kind of want to see Shadow Priest play. It looks like it's going to be Torvus instead. Did you see the auto attack, dude? What is that auto attack? Guard number 1. Wait, is anybody else from guard? No, I think all the Wingard boys are gone for now. Big convoke right now for Kragma into a stun. Taking down Torvus turning around under Kragma pretty quickly. With Firefist going to be last one left over for the team to try to see if he can make a play. It's going to be full wings. Got himself final wreck. Maybe looking at a bubble. Both Paladins maybe looking at a bubble situation here. Shield for shield. Both of them are going to pop into one another. With I can't even tell which one of them is behind. Torvus getting hit with a blind last second. It's going to be mad damage on Torvus. Got himself a bubble to follow. Firefist may just want to have to bubble this as well. Man may be in trouble. Does go for the bubble. Torvus has no help whatsoever. Maybe going down here. If Firefist can maybe catch up and blast him out, he may just have him. Torvus looking for as much recovery as possible, trying to avoid the other Paladin. Looking for the recovery, is trying to maximize his healing the best possible. Next one could be the winner here, unless Firefist maybe just gets a big combo. Oh, and Firefist does end up doing it. Is it going to be Toxic next? Potentially. Firefist is looking for a bit of recovery back behind whatever Pillar's got. Definitely want to catch up as much healing as you can, man. Like it bad, I got the lockdown. Nice, Jay. Hell yeah, my guy. Looks good. This is going to be toxic next with a Shadow Crusher on the corner. Fire may have to go for the lay on hands whenever possible, though. May have to go for the lay on hands whenever available. This is going to be a full water eruption. Mind games, I think it's just over, right? If you go for a heal, you just got yourself killed. Maybe? Hold on. Yep. Yep. Just a quick little beam at the end. I was thinking for a second, like mind games. Oh, even if you're laying hands, I think it still kills you, doesn't it? Oh no. I think it's just literally no way to win. I'm surprised how even that was. Like everybody got like, just about everybody got to play except for Rogue, but everybody got like 1 kill, maybe like 2 at most. That's surprisingly even. All right. Well, there's that, boys. Let it be toxic good. Ooh, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. You want cow form beautiful? I like that. It literally went in, auto attacked a full the burst. It's kind of like those BM kills back in the day. Lock hurts? They do. They do, Errorless. They do. And Rogue, man, I'm hoping at the end of the day Rogue will be fine. But, man. Have you, Errorless, have you tried going for the blind sap yet? We had Demoniac try to do that earlier, and you literally couldn't. 5-second blind is weird, man. It is weird. Blind, and you're like, maybe I can catch a restart. Wait a second, I can't. It messes with your mind, man. Rogue CC being shorter is so weird. It's so difficult to get used to. I actually got one in the arena. Dude. That's crazy. Maybe you could blind and then hit like dance and then sap. Maybe that's how you can do it. They just sat there. Oh, they just sat in blind. So they're probably like, okay, they're in their own minds. They're like, okay, I'm gonna be sitting for 6 seconds in a blind, and they're just literally just used to it, right? They're literally used to for 6 seconds. Cannot play my character. Literally nothing I can do about it. Just have to AFK for a good bit. Sin? Oh no, Sin is dying. How does this man get so much range though? What the hell does that reach? Is it sniper shot? Must have got the sniper shot, right? 30-second blind should be a thing. Dude, back in vanilla it was, or back in like vanilla and TBC, right? It just sat there. Imagine if 30-second blind was a thing, dude. That'd have been insane. Actually impossible. Some deserve a BM death every once in a while. Yeah. It's kind of like those ones where warriors will like get somebody super low and use a heroic throw or a shadow throw to like kill them. Or like rogues where they would open up on somebody, get him extremely low, and you was like throw ability, like throw knife. You just like eliminate them at the end. Way back in the day, I've gotten a couple of all those kills way back then. Rogue back to being insane, dude. 30-second blind. Exactly. Back to the top, boys. I've done them with really classic Rogue, one-shot combos with 1 hour blind windows. That was a lot of fun. Dude, you could do like such a huge rotation on somebody back in classic, back in vanilla. Rogues would do it as naked, because Eviscerate scale with like not the gear, but it scales an ability by itself. You would like walk up and you would, I think, hit him with like a sap. I think it would not sap him. You would cheap shot him, kidney shot him, blind him, restyle sap or vanish sap, sap again, cheap shot, kidney shot, blind. Oh, you also do prep too, prep, in order to like, or premeditation? No, it's prep, right? Prep to reset your cooldowns. I think it's prep at least. I think it's prep, yeah. It's been so long, dude. It's been a good bit, because that ability like basically no longer exists or whatever. I feel like guard should be attacking that guy or something. I feel like if that guy goes in Orgrimmar, I feel like all the guards should be on him and just kick him out or something. Because he's abusing the, what is it, the phasing or whatever. That's unfortunate. Is Outlaw good? You'll see Outlaw Butter. If Outlaw is good, you'll see Outlaw Butter. Dude, I'm hoping Outlaw will be good. I'm be doing a pirate, what is it, Pistol Pirate or Pistol Steve guys build, which is like the Dreadblade build with what is it, ER, Echo and Reprimand. It's actually really solid. I double a Feral Druid's damage in like an arena. It's surprisingly good, and it's huge amount of cooldown reduction. Like you're just churning through calm points, and it plays into like a very crit heavy playstyle where like a pistol shot fills the calm points all the way full. And the Cinder Strikes, like a couple of procs of Cinder Strike, give it all crit. Basically at full comp points. It is nuts. It is ridiculous. I'm hoping that once our tier set comes out, we can go for like a big between the eyes build and go for like huge between the eyes combos. I think that could be really, really fun. Alrighty, boys. I think we gotta call it there, though, boys. I got some food I gotta get to. I got a dinner waiting for me. I might just chill tonight or get some work done. I'm still trying to decide that one because we got 10-1 season 2 stuff arriving very, very soon. I've done them in the vanilla classic rogue one shot. Yeah, but one make it one shot from a brother or a test it can up 5 minutes straight. Dude, it is ridiculous how strong rogue was back in vanilla. But then vanilla also had like a lot of weird stuff. Like technical rogue on paper was strong, but if anybody resisted one of your saps randomly or a blind randomly or like one of your stuns randomly, just resisted for no reason. Yeah, it is super annoying back then, like ridiculously annoying. Have a good day. Thanks so much for coming by, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming by, Journal Boys. Appreciate you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. These tools were actually a blast for me to, well, spectate through and hang out with you boys. It's actually an absolute blast. Next week, season 2 stuff. We are still gonna host our duels like normal. So if you guys want to get your caps done earlier in the week, get your conquest caps, buy yourself some PvP gear, get yourself crafted pieces, whatever. And hopefully, I wish you guys luck in getting your tier set bonuses. If you guys get your tier set bonuses, definitely stop by the duels and show them off a bit here, yeah? Come to Gold Shire now. Honestly, I may want to at some point. I think that's what I should have done with like the Z100s. Maybe made him Night Elf. Because I could have just been hanging out in like a Gold Shire area while doing our duels. That could be fun, right? Because I have my Blood Elf over for the Blood Elf character over for the... What's it? The Blood Elf character over for the Argent Dawn. I could have just made like a Demon Hunter or whatever over a Moonguard. I still might, because as long as you're level 60, you can spectate duels, right? I could probably make an Evoker on Moonguard or something. It doesn't really matter. As long as I have my key bindings for like the spectator match, it could be on any server. You'll be able to hang out with Alliance instead of Hordes. Hang out sometime? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're just hanging out with everybody here. That could be a lot of fun. I'll bring some heals next week. Someone takes to kick it. I'll bring some heal next week. Sounds good, yeah. Definitely. 100% cheese? Go for it, my guy. Hell yeah. Boys, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. So for hanging out with all of you. I'm excited for season 2, man. I'm excited to get my tier set. And hopefully I'll be able to maybe get myself at least a 2-set bonus. If not a full 4-set. Because it's possible to get a 4-set bonus this time around. If you can kill the final boss on normal or heroic, you can get an Omni token as a guild. And then you have a full set of bosses with tier sets. You also get a tier set from Vault, I guess, if you get lucky. Then also for getting like KSM 1800 or Killer in the Raid on Heroic, you get yourself a Season of Mastery token, which can be turned to tier set. So at least you have like Omni token that can be a bonus tier set. You have the Mastery token that can be a tier set. And if you get yourself 2 tier sets from any of the bosses, so normal or heroic, that could be a big value, honestly. Could be pretty good. I'm actually very excited. Hopefully we'll be able to, because we're doing our group runs as splits too, so we'll be trying to funnel tier sets into the mains for progression. So hopefully there'll be more chances that everybody getting a tier. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping, because if I can drop my current tier set and start playing with a new one, then I can start messing around with some of the between the eyes builds, which I really want to do. That ability got buffed up by a ton for PvE and PvP, so I'm actually very, very excited for it. Be able to go back to those big between the eyes, massive crits. Oh, that's gonna be so good, boys. Thanks so much for coming by. I'll see you guys tomorrow, I think. Unless I take a day off, like tomorrow or Monday. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow for another stream, yeah? Getting our all set up and everything. But yeah, thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next stream. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Peace.